Ghana must work more efficiently.
John Dramani Mahama, 24-hour economy.
All right. Good evening and welcome to With All Due Respect Extended Version. My name is Kevin Akobedu Taylor. It's exactly 4:48 p.m. U.S. East Coast time. It's definitely 8:48 in Ghana. Thank you very much for tuning in. This is With All Due Respect Extended Version. We're streaming live from our studios here in Washington, D.C. Tonight, we'll be talking to you about the Electoral Commission and also galamsey menace in Ghana. This platform is a social anti-corruption platform. We talk about social issues, political issues, and very important issues that are making headlines. We are streaming on TV. You can watch this show live on Loud Silence TV on Multi TV this evening. We're also live on YouTube. Search for Loud Silence TV on YouTube. On Facebook, search for With All Due Respect or Loud Silence TV. Our affiliates tonight are cross-posting this show live across the world tonight. We have NDC TV, Honorable Joseph Yamin's platform, Benjamin Wayo Mahama's platform, Kevin Taylor, my official Facebook page, and also Ghana News Thread. These are our affiliates tonight, cross-posting this show live. We are also live on radio. Go to the Google Play Store. If you have an Android device, go to the Google Play Store and download Loud Silence Radio. You can listen to me live right now on radio. And also, if you're an Apple device holder, go to the App Store and download Loud Silence Radio. We're back again. It's a wonderful Thursday evening here in Washington, and I know it's wonderful wherever you are tonight. My name is Kevin Taylor. My producers are called the Ghost Team. And you bring Ghana home in some and Yebeka in some of the Efa Electoral Commission and home any Sibu a year galamsey hunsema aba Ghana and the discussions nina eko baby and pedifo kasa enkora kasa enkokra kasa mbesiriwa kasa enyumbre yenso ede ya no betum biem. Last Tuesday you can galamsey hunsema ha ye chair say the president is supposed to take their responsibility. The vice president who wants to be president, he needs to also stand up and take responsibility. It's not supposed to be general statement. Again, it's supposed to be direct statement. People are supposed to take responsibility for their leadership, and that's how the conversation must go. Tonight, we will delve into the galamsey menace again, break some few things down, let Ghanaians understand who are to be blamed for the menace that we are seeing today in Ghana. The land minister, he has spoken. The deputy land minister, he has also spoken. The president has spoken on this galamsey issue. We will take our time, delve into these matters, and also let you also join the conversation later in the evening. We are going to be here for 4 hours. I'll try my best to do 4 hours, maybe 3 hours, 45 minutes, or 4 hours. It's all going to be about Ghana. It's going to be about 2024 elections, December 7th, why Ghanaians are supposed to vote for the NDC. John Dramani Mahama is coming with a 24-hour economy policy. John Dramani Mahama and the NDC are also coming up with so many policies. The Women National Bank, they'll be cancelling betting tax. It's a fact. John Mahama and Kwana Kano Ghana say betting tax way a Ghana for Sibiu in Bebuno into ono oba cancel betting tax. Now Mahamudu Baumia and I'm saying one to money we and sana wa cancel betting tax no. And so ono and a Sibiu na ban also ono and the head of economic management team or cabinet meeting the bia say Ghana in Bebuno sem edda Baumia akumaswa anka alka bosumi miensa yakoto abe anka obicha eye bet taxing. Nanso Baumia dwen se Ghana for mebunu omo jimi into osi montuma me na motuma me a metwa betting tax mu oboa saa na nana dodanko akufuado achichide no ka kire se yenso ne hwe no no de onim nyansa ne enim se ote se ofui. So these are tricks and the Ghana mebunu no yehu a yema jimi ni bia enda da ebium. It is only John Dramani Mahama obetumi farmer service center ba we kwani wo Ghana enda mema Ghana for eye aban we enda da o se yato kokko mu saa na je ekufo enso ye obefree aban mu and also the capitation grant or the single spine salary or the beto NDC abanso atamos nyansafo etumi kirechire nyomemu sana MPP 40 omo disika ewo koku board nyina ende omo pesa botuma omo no koso diskanti omo so koko no yatum omo boa for 8 years omo antu koko mu den ka 85 days or say 86 days mi akoto aba omo nya sika obebi atu koko mu kire se omo mbu kokofo omo mbu akuafo omo dwen se Ghana fo nyina ejimi eno enti na nwumbre ye wa ha ye ne mbebunu. Young people like us are here to break things down for you watching me across the world, whether you're Ghanaian or not. Specifically when you're Ghanaian, you will understand the issues very well. It's all got to do with the NPP government, the lies, the disrespect, the deliberate lies that they are peddling around the nation. Dr. Mahmoud Baumia is a liar. He's a chronic pathological liar you cannot trust. His running mate Napo is basically insane, who speaks anyhow. He speaks from his ass, has no intelligence. He cannot even speak on the policies the NPP wants to basically implement when after 27 or 80 years they come to power. These are the reasons why we are here tonight, to let Ghanaians know that the foolishness in the system needs to be checked, and they need to be checked with strong language. It's very, very important. Mr. Oshemi Jumadiwe Ende Nyumbriya. disclaimer na de to abonten no we penyini we Christoni asema ano eden e hawa menhwe me member me email mu men send a message enka say you show no yedi atem aha yedi atem. That is what we do here. And a second of crano into untimintia for Jimmy free ako. I am not here to entertain anybody. So share na sensem na ye kan ohana so. And unti ontoma John Mahama ni NDC akono kotoma NPP. Men so wonsa. And I need to put this on record. Ya nchichire Ghana ni bia me ba me platform so me team show me ye me show me nchichire Ghana ni bia se sebio se weni ngi de me ye no ho ana de me ye ni to betoma me say se me show ni na betoma eye NPP akotoma NPP. I am not going to beg you. Me say said the American wa hunting I will say obetuama jump NPP Baumia go out there and foolishly vote for Baumia wo and I want to abama waba it is not me. You stand to lose. Inti monja is at politics in some kwasi asamna in some now can no edin na be man kofo twetia Mahama. Do I care? Ghana for na many omukasa no credit make catch mo. Se Ghana ni adwumegu Ghana ni ho kire no Ghana ni bre na so de Jimmy beka se Kevin Taylor etiame intimeto ama NPP emoma koso ay galamsey asensuo ekuyankofo asay Ghana sikasema. It is your problem. Ekwan na da wonim no kone kotoma NPP. Do I care? Moboda papa mojesi eti ha no obi tini eti ha. So I'm putting this out there. I am not going to beg you opatoma NPP ene da wonim no obi anso wunsem. You have the right to do it. Kone kotuma MPP. So when Jimmy now beto so ahuchire we and untumi enhwe wo ho. Ahuchire we and the Ghana say, ahuchire we you see Ghana nyina asebio asay, ahuchire we and the armed robbers ekumo, ahuchire we aban we to so untumi create adwuma, ahuchire yentumi nya kwan, ahuchire yentumi see one hospital since say NPP entumi see one regional hospital. Ahuchire any enimtia ankwasiafo we bu. Now say yebeka wenim nti obeto ama MPP afa wo kwasia kotoma MPP. I am not here to entertain you. I am a GBCO. I am the boss. I decide what to say on this platform. I am the boss. Until you feel say what I am doing you don't like and you are going to vote against Mahama, it is your problem. Yeah. I don't ask anybody for permission before I sit here. That is why I don't wear tie. When you see men who are wearing tie everywhere they go, it means somebody is instructing them. We don't wear tie. We are not working to please anybody. We are not working under anybody's instructions. We are working to make sure the right thing is done. That is why you see me here. I wear what I want to wear. I say what I want to say. I bring out the facts. It is up to you to make that decision. I am the boss. That is why I did everything possible to get a team to have a whole platform, have a TV, have a YouTube channel, have Facebook channels, have affiliates who are cross-posting my show. That is why I have done this. If I wanted to work for somebody, I would have gone to say, please, my boss is saying the editorial team is saying this. My editorial team is with me. Intimacy, say, we are Ghana ni when yini otuefu dwene woni yetete wo Kristom ye ne yetete ne da korabem wona sebi oye nkrebonia woni atia osum nyame wona sebi wo de nsam kese wo mpa. Go out there, don't watch my show enkwasiafo bebre gugu TV so na dwene Facebook. Go there and watch. It's a simple thing. I'm not going to beg anybody to watch Loud Silence TV or to I'll beg you kotuma Mahama wa bodam na wo to ofoka near 2 petrol ma menam diamao. Oko hospital na unya baby enda oko G na uwa mena mtia uzika mawo o bodam sa won tuma NDC atuma MPP oni option bia atuma MPP every udi matam kwa na me charge more ai me uncle bia kasa and the meni ajepa. It's been a long time I'm in kasa also America I'm in kasa. I'm so happy today. It's been a very, very long time I'm uncle no me kasa and it's one of my favorite uncles and me na kasa ma meni aje intende wa baby bia wo do ho ba tibia metuti ai kwench wallahi onhwa ko bebre wo ho hwe tetene na ne betena tv so ye pa ache wo mo de mo munye serious. All right, the wise masses are listening. Edie na ekoso Ghana menti ya manfo bi keka ebi mudidi matam edie na ekoso insem bia sisi ana. I just want to say this. There's a reason why me betena am se cheddar ye fucking cheddar or ye wi chen bibia cheddar yesef en kwa me den cheddar ye kromfo chen obia cheddar ade ba ko ye ne say ohwehwe Ghana fo nkwara na o magimi no young men and girls no magimi no we use o I o say cheddar de ono o kona say na no say cheddar no deti guy bi ana cheddar moya mo de be cheddar no mo ni say mo cheddar no mo say say boy na no date no boy no wen hey munja jimi no cheddar ye wi a very dirty riffraff. Okona reason no cheddar Jimmy way. Cheddar or cromfo no born George or ye re. Message cheddar. Say cheddar was a cheddar or cheddar share system nim. Sanko phobia or mobra bomb muso no muntumi bobrano. Young boys and girls on with Jimmy no use some way Jimmy on pebre. Amon per se adwene be adwuma into omo sori a no mu didi kakre 1200 Ghana no mu 250 kwase ade no mu di chedechi omo ntumi mbobra omo ntumi nwene ma me kire bibi e de se de otumfo kan ye no otumfo ka se ono na hwe na po tie me kire wo omo gimi a se bi omo adwene ye mo se omo dwene enso omo gimi sometimes no so we gimi a wa adwene be se wo dwene but no we gimi but ene na friend school no onti ase also bi ha otumi ekasa bebre bi de minimnyansa ena menyansa ayesei ena menyansa ayesei ena menya but technically no Jimmy it is say the difference and also the line between magic and miracle with Jimmy I want to say because magic looks the same as miracle but miracle is everlasting magic lasts for a short period into obi ha with Jimmy into be na adwene ne say akokan book bi into sa book na ma ne sunyansa that but naturally with Jimmy into it say otumfo aka say me na me hwe napo ena me na metete napo ene ntina meka se sibia napo ejimi no enye otumfo na tete no there's a difference between me na me hwe wo ena me na metete wo otumfo se ohwe napo enye otumfo na tete napo metuma show mo akọ school metuma ma school fees metuma show ama sebi onyoma bia oye na otuma ye but different from say metete wa me de mesua me de de hye mu many dear minim de eboa me a minim se beboa wa ma ya mana boa me ene na me de de training so entity ene enhwe totally two different things ene jam metra ka jam say otumfo ehwe napo wantete napo because bi napo ejimi no enya ade ebetuma tete no o menhia enti wo hwa so otumfo ka say ohwe napo a ene otumfo contributed to napo's education or contributed to the growing of Napo, but Otumfo did not take the time to train Napo. There's a distinction. Anytime because you Otumfo na tete Napo because when you say menhia omo tete nkwasiafo afi what nyansa it because cheddar Jimmy cheddar we Jimmy it is obi here de say cheddar and at the end sa nipa no we Jimmy na adwene ye ne say onim nyansa ba we Jimmy and cheddar ye kromfo mube wo itia me ya Asamoah Gyan, baby. And then the wife of Martina Eshedodo. Baby jet, one man, one entertainment, and then baby jet. Oh Lord, me betina catch up say, baby jet, Odin kwasi yourself. Was yo Kevin Taylor time, baby jet, and yes, catch Kevin Taylor, take Kevin. Oh bottom, baby jet on Oscar. Or Shadebuzu. Baby jet, I Olemonko, I yambo to me ankwasa enonko asoroku. Olemonko be too full. Moya tubu for Haramonti, yeni de nimu abrabomuno, yadeka crebi stop with tribe pie. Some majority of one kwasa form di Ghana, young boys, somebody the chedechi, ye hu abrabom, the any hu, the ensasum, Serka crebi stop with tribe pie. Me catch the Olemonko say, baby jet jai Jimino, Nankofo ebe yuzu, me too full. Right now, when you go on the internet, okay, YouTube, now we are politics. You can't take that away. You are a politician. Your colleagues around the world who are doing business in sport, in soccer, they don't want to align so much with you. You know why? Because you foolishly took a political stand and went further to do campaign on a political platform with Jimmy. Me say, ole mongo, me too for. A trader show him now and now he said, me catch them will say, you are not smart. You could be a good player, but it does not make you a smart human being. Matisse Yasueja MPP, oh bottom, you are still MPP. Asamoah, uko yesu obakura ya MPP di. Who Asamoah Gyan, time our captain a Black Stars. Brazil, John Mahama ni NDC for a president for phone for Udu Jimmy Kasa Unti, a boflu. Udi Jimmy na nam Ghana and a by force legend. Unium Nyansa. You don't know se baby okono is slippery. Those people are criminals, they are thieves. Me catch you. The little credibility you have. Politics are in the Black Star. There are so many Black Star or Ghana players they do politics. But they are not stupid to mount a political platform. You know why? Because what they do, it cuts across. But wait, Jimmy. where you were heading na me too full. Say Kevin Taylor and Pastor Mojan Asamoah Gyan and Jessica check Kevin Taylor Apple. And then I would team and you been a call back on you been a file bankruptcy to American or Tom Wabo Foundation da. Kwasi ade come mama ade na otimu no kikikika krebe bu atugu. But enu hia me. Owole man ko wadwene wo fom. O se Kevin didi Asamoah Gyan atem hwe. We dia momunim. Me too full na ejimifo a oma wo sem preko titi social bi Kevin James say for kwasi akọ no $1 million da. Kwasi trafie $100,000 da. Ya wo wa wo to sisi for ko bo jantra. Foolish boys. $50,000 cash wo dem semu da. Kwasia imperifo kasa ye din. Ewi. Umbobra. Osora no wadwa. Jimmy wadwa no yenya odan. Momfa ma adwini nya adwuma. Now, Matese si Asamoah Gyan say, "Hey, that before me call Asamoah Gyan so no." Now, Murefi we MPP for the uniform be by. Mr. P, are we good to go? All right, Mr. P. All right, thank you, Mr. P. MPP for the uniform, you na uniform the way. Near Tikroma na MPP for ya, Olomonko for Asamoah Gyan's party. Asamoah Gyan MPP new. Opa onumedro. Matisse Oshedem no osu. Asamoah Gyan story, memamo story ni nyina nwumbre ya, me di nyina be mamo. Me nya ba kumpo frum. Memamo the reason why Asamoah Gyan we MPP. Me di nyina be mamo. Me di bi betete because me be sabe kira Asamoah Gyan se me de me nim no onim. Me di Asamoah Gyan story ni nyina be mamo anadwi. Asamoah Gyan is a liar. Asamoah Gyan, the omo di aye no. Asamoah Gyan is corrupt. He's a greedy guy. And I'm yaseni ni abafo entunufo. Bafo to Asamoah fo because bafo sikasa. Did Asamoah be can no hwe. Bafo to Asamoah fo. Asamoah say I'm no more affiliated to a political party. Uhinim sa pofi. You're no more you have deceived thousands and millions of young people. You Asamoah Gyan. Ekurobi anka menoka say anka youth regional bontin hu fie. Omo twan wa buoku. You misled millions of young people. You just misled them. And you turn around to come say, oh, ye musa shirt no wansam. MPP for uniform na way. Awole monko. I de bia go official hwinim, go official him. Now you say, how are you go form papa? MPP calculation shirt we school uniform we way. Me won say encourage bi share bi Ghana a che papa. Uniform no way. Sa uniform we bi way. E way fa. We make time okay ba be kan ho asem anything I made a kire mo no ye buta say MPP for say calculation uniforms we away we will come back to it again na mo kai we hey yes Samira Baumia akọ Samira Baumia akọ India kweshia kunkumbaja me yam me makuma yam me mfia me yam abotwa nyina yam ya o intimi time yes Samira kweshia kunkumbaja ye jimi o Mokaiwe, Samira Baumia meets stars of Kumkum Bajia in India or the secret plane tickets. Me say, Samira Baumia taxpayers' money. And no ticket to call India. Okoya there. No want to mago sa boliga confirm adaya okoshia Kumkum Bajia for. Emma ye tweet na krumha. Emma Samira Baumia etam Ghana for sika ko India koshia Kumkum Bajia for. Adaya nikuni na kwa mumma no be first lady onko from Jack Terence the obolikin wo podomu okwa se obo from America ba me say Samira Baumia obedi vice second lady we take Ghana sika se out of private jets or ko India no no the openi kunkumba aja nti okohia omo me say bre na Baumia be the president Samira Baumia omom active pono Pornhub moko no team Adaya, Samira Baumia makes a trip to the US to meet porn stars. Munim Samira Baumia, Baumia, Odi president, and yon nebedio. Na Samira Sibio ye greedy no power no. And when I'm about Samira or powerful. Motite to Mudi and one full and for betting in Joe. Yet to Kroma. Yes, Samira call a year. Samira call a year India. Ni atena de we 8 years nkofo isa say ensambo mutumi ekura yetim na second lady sorry about the to powder Edi pokle afana motium. Sunday powder abone motium. Sorry. Ejina edi water closer so. Shave no to. Sorry. Si draws a she. Sorry. Tulade etutu agunu ho. Ede dia maya fi be 30 gu bagum eye makeup ne ade hihye bagum se momfa ndi mechi yanko India na menko hia kunkum bagia ne tukrum hankwase asam and people mo Jimmy there's no time to we don't have to waste time on these people into we so be ebe news e unu nipa sika me no wusika akoda India wan sika de tua ye ne hotel odemu ye ne sika plane of ye sika jantra okobo ye sika de okoye nyina me ne wo ne tua ye kwasiafo we se nsam omutumi ebia na refi ebia de e kan unhu ni serious but oh Lord
oh Lord, and what is my house that you have brought me this far? Hallelujah be to the resurrected Lord. May we speak like David spoke. What are we? A simple West African poor country that God will bring us thus far when this cathedral is built and we dedicate it to the memory of Elohim and to the worship of Elohim. That's what we will say. Who are we? A silly, dirty country in West Africa, ignorant, that the Lord will take us.
A silly, dirty country in West Africa, ignorant, that a second lady will pick flight and go to India and go and visit Kunkumbadia. Paul Bewu. Paul will die. Why are you wasting time? Paul will die. A silly, dirty country in West Africa where kids are studying under trees, where women who are pregnant cannot get decent beds to sleep on, where a country where young people cannot get sanitary pad when they are in school, a country where kids cannot get good food to eat. Our stupid second lady gets on the flight with about 20 people to go and search for Kunkumbadia actors and actresses. Kwasiafo. We got Kevin read the attempt to my MPP. Ah, some saw on sa minuni tokobia. Kevin do the attempt to my MPP. Kwasia wona bones on chire. Ye tumu fu amonte. Ni abetena ni abeto sebe sa ni asoreko. Na jimina na mujimi. Calculation ye jinem ye nwie mo kai we. NPP government to pay rent for working youth. Yasi mebunu ne nkwasiafo na motuafu dwene na mo se cheda enim nyansa chen mo no. Ba omiaka so betua mo rent kwasiafo ene amuditi memuntumago se eye La Paz jantra for them. Mo de mo curtains brown say La Paz jantra for them. Ba omiaka so betua eye rent ama youth no rent na wen. Ye kai mo. Ye njai da. Say enjoy ni anya de yenkodi di en hwe na won pe we na peka ya motiom calculation no ye kai wo ya muangu senkoforo mdi usu no mogimi titru sa president we ene na MPP no omogimi enti me kai wo ene na ye wo ya no ene na MPP fompe because omnu se mumu dodo no more short memories enchena mu refi mudi eto na mada ekuecha mudi fufu na damo so pena mu refi mu problems mudi angwa emone angwa na beda mu tirimu na mu refi na nkwasiafo bi den use mu se mmoa nti ye say na omompe nti om so Kevin didi atam na didi atam ne beje ne dia didi atam na didi e Christopher na comedy om power Ghana om ka se wonni oni nsu ade a mame ka bibi nchiro mame ma mu technique bi so a young man na se obusuafo nkofo bo nchen edwuma bi a wo ye omo se edwuma we de ade na woni nsu ade se aduane se edwuma na mo aduane dia ye mo mo ka se woni nsu ade ye koduru heaven a ye ne enim se bi be answer questions enyo bi na be answer ma as far as obenya aduane edi eni bia ma wo yere ne wo ma so obi gina nche ka jo se edwuma wo ye de etan a ka kire de se obeye edidi kwasiafo omo mo ni ate no omo nko ye de ye omo se omo de ye wo mo Kristo mu no omo nko bia TV omo nko bia Facebook na omo nto nyamenyom saa na ade nche onyame nhira bebo omo so obi abeti omo ndwan. A former lady is building district hospitals at Edge in Mawo. Now your current first lady wakana nim se esi se bola bed one ne mba etumi tena dem ka mutiri bom mami penyini wonya menopause Rebecca Kufuor tumi frefre ne mma ya wo mo basabasa Nigeria for squad se mo meyempe idea bi ne enko wia Ghana for na Rebecca Kufuor akana nim esi se bola bed na one ne mba wei Sa Stella drug addict TB. No matna them, no more cookie agenda. No more the catch Ghana for say your friend is my sister's keeper. No matter Ghana for sika almost 500,000 Ghana sika. 500,000. Titi sika 5 billion. No mudi. Niet ya. Ya shenya mienimu. Ya yempete. Niet ya say ya shenya mienimu. Na former lady. Na a current second lady. Or no so have a plane. Rebecca Bu yewie no na former current Samira Swafa plane ko India side there okosia kunkumbagia Lordina Mahama former first lady AC district hospital mienu or sabesi third one in November yet kroma mankwasiafo ne so omoso ene da hotia Lordina Mahama former first lady we see hospitals district hospital in Bagia war. Now what Ghana di nkwasiafo we chi say ayin we mu no mo be first lady. How can we make such an immigrant first lady? How can we do that? We ja Kevin I know you in some how can I say opatoma MPP yanko enim we ja. Now reminder egigim mamfa we mesha ha me wi ana ma kire made we de nyenduro ne de wo down ha no mo okay. Now owole monko Asamoah Gyan actual story tintin bi ababontene. Na Asamoah Gyan story ni nyina ne say or say I have not been fair to the youth and the people of Ghana. Henceforth, I am not affiliated with any political party. Asamoah Gyan abetro statement de ato abontene say ende onye MPP ni biem. Nkofo busa say hey, na de na esi, de na ekoso. Asamoah Gyan adan MPP for amoya kronfo sa no matter Asamoah Gyan egu ni ma say. Na Asamoah Gyan or MPP for the I mean for number. Inti nipa bebre ti Ghana omo busa se na MPP we no omo jimi ana e den na Asamoah Gyan e join ni omo from dada e den na den na ma Asamoah Gyan. I'm trying to find something first. E den na ma Asamoah Gyan and they sorry ya Asamoah Gyan say ono onye MPP ni biem. The question you should be asking yourself and say, a DNA man Asamoah Gyan decided to obey release this statement, sir. BBS yana. Adentina Asamoah Gyan enye bold. Emba bontin be kanche Ghana for say, this is the reason why I'm say me MPP ni biem. Me try me pe bibi di achiro. Come. All right, emba me ambe yinaba. Now, konkonsa ye mudeo yese wo nyina ye din hey konkonsa enti ebusa question ne say yebusa question say adentina suddenly Asamoah Gyan abetro say we deceive the youth of Ghana. Such statement away from Asamoah Gyan is a serious statement. He has not been fair, meaning he lied to the young people of Ghana. Me betina ka chem say Asamoah Gyan so okotobi suddenly Asamoah Gyan so ne ba omia ne nam. Asamoah Gyan was doing politics with the youth of Ghana. Asamoah Gyan does not care about any young person in Ghana. Asamoah Gyan has always been a selfish individual. He has always cared about himself. Or the Ghana youth, that is what he would do. As we speak tonight, this statement from Asamoah Gyan should make every young person see Asamoah Gyan as Asamoah Gyan as a hypocrite. So Asamoah Gyan bejina TV so ka asem kyerɛ the young person say, oh, Tuma Baumia, MPP a party, or say Otudun Sogunu. Because on one day, the Numa Kachira will say, the MPP as a political party, he joined them to campaign to lie to you. And the Wababa Kachira will say he has not been fair to you. It means Asamoah Gyan has done you damage. Asamoah Gyan is the enemy of the youth. And I expect the young people of Ghana to think. They be a catch them. These boys don't care about you people. They care only about themselves. Now, my main child, the Kudientia, Asamoah Gyan say we jai MPP. Okay? My main child, Asamoah Gyan, the singing and say, Omo di Asamoah Gyan to. Yakas Omo di Asamoah Gyan to. It's in quote. Me be child. There's this young man, this gentleman called Franklin. Papa we. Your friend Franklin. Right now, Sir Franklin way na konta any Samia Wuku. I'm trying to get everything right for you. Maybe some of the Franklin no ne social media handle show send you will pull it out. Okay. Now, this guy called Franklin Oware Samia Ukunuya ba. Na Sir Franklin we on Samia Uku and a kofa Asamoah Gyan be joining Edian Bawumia campaign. In fact, it was Samia Uku who brought Asamoah Gyan se Ombra and be joining Edian and be joining Bawumia campaign. And then he used this guy who is Nakonta. Right? Now, this guy, on Samia Uku, Edi Asamoah Gyan ebe joining Bawumia campaign. MPP forecast say Asamoah Gyan has a lot of record bia. It will solve the campaign of Bawumia. And Samia Uku ka say o omu hia Asamoah Gyan. If Asamoah Gyan astate adie bi efe no regional tour on nanam Ghana can some youth no inti omu person mu use Asamoah Gyan na ode omu de ne campaign. Right? Now remember Asamoah Gyan or started sa ne nyoma no omu approach no omu ka kira Asamoah Gyan say omu person omu ma no the ministerial job omu person come be the sports minister. Enti omuti committee na omde Asamoah Gyan to ano say onye chairman of the sports committee no because Asamoah Gyan adwene wo fom nti na adwene ye ne say the sports committee Bawumia manifesto committee no technically wabeda ne minister. Enti omu wie manifesto committee sports omu ye omu manifesto wie no omu gu committee no ehon Asamoah Gyan be hu said abi the people are not even calling me again. At this point they don't even respect me. What is going on? Into this guy, your friend Franklin, or no, and the lady, Asamoah Gyan. Now Asamoah Gyan ever joining Bawumia campaign. No, they made him understand. Say they wanted him to lie to the young people of Ghana. On for the regional tour now, or on converting into a campaign Emma Bawumia and it's na who say Asamoah Gyan na one Bawumia mo enam na Samia Uku and orchestrate we nyina. Now because Asamoah Gyan is not that smart, something happened. Omo ka Asamoah Gyan say sa ne regional tour ade na ode aba no say the tour no the same time a one Bawumia nam a amanfo be hu say sika bi ba no ho a people will say Bawumia any aban musika no matamama because na one omatena say for money. And there was an amount they were going to pay Asamoah Gyan. That is $5 million. Asamoah Gyan won't $5 million. And Asamoah Gyan can say, okay, now what he wants to do then say, Sir Franklin guy will catch Asamoah Gyan and say, oh, person will change the registration of Asamoah Gyan regional tour no na manipa na company ni be ne dia no anonymous send beya obian to me and connect say sika bi ba Asamoah Gyan wa it is not in the name of Asamoah Gyan. What happened was that this guy your friend Franklin or yes Samia Uku akonta no he turned around and what he did was Sir Franklin when the nephew no what for see your friend no Prince Osei Ochre and akwa way behind the scenes no omu change Asamoah Gyan the whole event no omu di edino ne wo fa se na efre no Prince Osei Ochre omu di ne din without Asamoah Gyan's knowledge tie elintina me no ka say Asamoah Gyan ohedem osu. Now after they did the changes of the company, the name, the ownership no this guy he's like an event organizer ne ade on Samia Uku tinas no mu hu say Asamoah Gyan e Jimmy. So what they did was that sir $5 million no when the money came inside Asamoah Gyan enya access to the money and a boy we ene Samia Uku a boost kanim until later and Asamoah Gyan be hu say ne whole thing no sika no krampo so e dia shem personally no over $300,000 because remember time about Bawumia efra Asamoah Gyan so me joining no now Asamoah Gyan started yes sa tour original tour no soccer de no now we invested close to $300,000 wom as sika na hye enti inkofo we buy na Asamoah Gyan wa emre enti no dwen say this is the money so ne Bawumia nante na sokoye or affiliated with Bawumia campaign now they are going to drop the $5 million for him and a guy with your friend Franklin Samia Wuku den Samia Wuku akontane no or ware Samia Wuku nuaba into one Samia Wuku tina sia no modwene mu say Asamoah Gyan ejimi. Into what they did was that they registered the whole thing in Editorial or Trena, your friend no prince or say Otre akwa we were fast in the into technically Asamoah Gyan was rendered stupid. Later Asamoah Gyan be say manifesto committee na yeguno. Nobody is calling me. The money I'm expecting to come in, the money I have put in, Ninyina is gone. What is happening? I want Asamoah Gyan be say kai am for need in talk. Until there was a meeting that at that point, Samia Wuku say Asamoah Gyan is angry. Nanko say Andrew Asamoah Gyan a press conference. A catch Ghana for say, but Omiane MPP for me a crom for. But Omiane Samia Wuku they've been calling Asamoah Gyan like 200 times. Asamoah Gyan is not picking up. Asamoah Gyan shedemu na osu. Oh the monko or shedem na osu. Now, the man assembly cry crazy didn't say after Brante womo fast can do and this guy decided to go and meet Asamoah Gyan to go and lie to Asamoah Gyan. Ewa Asamoah Gyan ankasa fie. And this is what happened. Baby Jet. Enti akwa we kwa Asamoah Gyan fie no, de ekosi ho na me de be kire mo hwe. Enti Asamoah Gyan ko horo ene paye enti akwa ne be hia Asamoah Gyan say my story obesa hwe bi memo asa hwe bi oh there's a longer version Asamoah Gyan hwa ko bi aso mo abontene Asamoah Gyan ko so mo chini tum an innocent man Asamoah Gyan hwe na so mo room ho Asamoah Gyan has to be in jail me mamo sound because me say me mamo sound be later Asamoah Gyan needs to do a press conference because the documentations are made bano. Asamoah Gyan, you cannot get out of this because you have basically lied to millions of young people in Ghana. Me catch out say what you are doing, no stop. But you were greedy. You thought to say, Obie Jimmy, you have done politics for a long time. You wanted to mislead the youth. Into this meeting about Franklin Eba be share Asamoah Gyan no. And Asamoah Gyan can say, na mo di misika. Mo sa ba ba keka into Samia Wuku de no gina gate nechi. Asamoah Gyan, at the end of the day, $5 million, he knows he needs to come out and tell us, say, dear, can me because I have more to show Ghana for. Monsan should be where Asamoah Gyan on a Franklin. This is the meeting. Asamoah Gyan oni abudro. Now the MES says Asamoah Gyan deceive young people in Ghana. What he did, he needs to have a press conference. And think the young people in Ghana, they cost $5 million a dikwa. Open sound the other sound out there. What is sound the other? What is sound the other? Mema sound in abutre na mo predodo. Mema mo sound. Mema wa Asamoah Gyan ne Bawumia. Mema wa Asamoah Gyan ne de Nsamia Wuku. Mema wo sound. I don't know opre wo ho. Open sound. Me open sound. Mema wo sound. Now, I'm giving Asamoah Gyan 48 hours on the press conference. It will help him. Because when you go outside Ghana, Asamoah Gyan has no credibility again. Asamoah Gyan outside Ghana, they see him as a chronic liar who wanted to use Unim. Asamoah Gyan cannot go out there and sell anything to anybody out there, say, or Pese Oye Bibima, the youth of Ghana. He is a liar. And it's going to follow him. Because young people in Ghana, Asamoah Gyan wanted to just go sell them for $5 million. Keke. And anytime I catch them conform to TV, nobody did at them. Yet Asamoah Gyan there. Asamoah Gyan is greedy. Meno kasana ju oshe dem usu. Sign the 16 regional tours ne go. Right now he has no option than go and borrow money and do it. Only ska. All right. More person that then missing part 2, part 3 wo ho. And this problem Samia Wuku. Sasika make Samia Wuku dimbe 2.5 million. Waje. And into the Samia Wuku sorry no to media. I was a Ghana media obi antumi ka Samia Wuku asem. Wetia obi aka. Samia Wuku has paid every media house. Samia Wuku the best job and say we a media person now you're critical, he will find a way to become your friend. And the first thing he will do is to try and say, oh, Unya, and the way they were with him. And that is what he does. Into every journalist in Ghana, 90% of them, Samia Wuku has given them money. And to me, Samia Wuku because Samia Wuku catch a presidential ambition. Me say what to say obi aka Samia Wuku asamda. They don't. They know Samia Wuku is committing crime at NLA. They don't. Because no, the strategy you say, or spread this sika our ground, media houses, he will pay you. And you can pontina Asamoah Gyan the same way, media no cry, they are not on it because this goes to the spine of soccer players in Ghana. This is dangerous. Asamoah Gyan misled millions of young people. This is not a joke. This is something the media need to call out Asamoah Gyan and tell him that he should be ashamed of himself and he should not come close to anything called we are organizing soccer. The media needs to be very, very strict. On somebody on so because Samia Wuku is telling them that they should not speak on it. And this goes to the spine of Bawumia's campaign. The Bawumia's campaign has always been about lies. People they don't care about Ghanaians. They don't care about anybody. So also be the Bawumia chia na sika na kasa of the bemano. It is not about your interest. It is not about you, the young person watching Asamoah Gyan. Asamoah Gyan does not care about you. Asamoah Gyan needs his money. So nisika ma the same thing occurring in Brazil no. Okochi shebo SBH say munye demonstration na make captain the men kasa the same thing he did in Brazil. Time na end this war power. Asamoah Gyan ko shebo SBH and oye den okwo wo moti because munye demonstration the president then called Asamoah Gyan, let me talk to you captain. Or say onye riffraff like you. Asamoah Gyan did not talk to the president because they wanted the NDC to make a mistake. Send a the partner of finance na beba power. And they won't do the no. Omuwie na no de come ateni say Sule Muntari aboa. Muntari e wona ye teni yendi Sule Muntari atem. Sule Muntari de no ye. Player ben na camp one just can be. But at the end of the day it was Sule Muntari on na ye teni aboa e betu di na tem moa. Sa asem na si wo camp no. Enya Asamoah Gyan na captain Tonado mu na den ye wie ye ka say oh Sule Muntari wo Sule Muntari wo na wudinda so player ben na wo camp one jiska ni bi kwasiafo we na mudidi omochi bloggers bedidi bloggers a video bedidi Kevin tell afa woju ochira obi a wetu rent and the date say 532 532 and then 12 September wetu rent and bloggers bedidi bloggers papa befie me ba dia bo didi bloggers mo fa we nko why o kire mesa ma another one many Asamoah Gyan wie you me say on press conference. All right, now mo me nko enim it's exactly 5:33 which is 9:33 in Ghana. You kwasia dirty boy bit TV so Kevin Taylor or Asamoah Gyan so kwasia wo skada wa bobra wo skada munja Jimmy no monti bibia se amombre mo ho ase mo hu fiefin mo da mo fin se bola so Mo bo brother, mo ni my dear friend bra. Mo yisika bo brother. De bia mo wo se mpreko mo nya adwene. Mo kan. Asamoah Gyan mo ko busa no. Oh Lord. And where they total rejected ballot.
Total valid ballot 93,938. 93,938. Total rejected ballots. Total rejected ballot. Total valid ballot 93,938. 93,938. Total rejected ballots. Total rejected ballot. Total valid ballot 93,938. 93,938. Total rejected ballots. Total rejected ballot.
Total rejected ballot. Moment so we got it now. Show me. This is Loud Silence TV. My name is Kevin Editorial. Nyama bebre wo ebeka ho asem ende. Now calculation yen wie ma me fam ko akire. Ende amanfo bi tigana ka kire say esankoma wen esankoma anan ankoma. One of the most filthiest, dirtiest human being Ghana has ever seen walking on the street of Ghana. One of the most dirtiest. Na no hu so se bola bed. Esankoma ni hu fin. Ye ka criminal esankoma oyewi. Is anan ankuma away, and you make these fools, political insects, they play on your conscience. No more ska. And the sankuma, all that is happening in Ghana, he cannot come and sit on news file and tell Ghanaians say the ekosono uniminyan sachen ubia. These are people you are not supposed to spare them. By a Jimmy, where is sankuma? Where is anan ankuma? These filthy people. People who buy judges. These filthy people calling themselves lawyers in Ghana. These are the people you followed. Oh, maybe and do. Musa say energy na no mode kasano energy no wen. Listen to Sankuma. This was 2016. Muntie Sankuma. That time no, he was talking about 8 years for every political party. Say omunim dada. NDC also free power. If we say obiya di 8 years. Sankuma tina TV so. Abra munim say every government biano is entitled to 4 years and sani ahwe wodwuma ba ni ato so aba time na mahama wo power no na a filthy dirty soul like Sankuma, they were sitting on TV creating the impression our Ghana for trimu say Atamil se fiwa na Mahama ba Mahama does not have to go second term into 8 years na say ende say John Mahama ebetwa Atamil so edu 8 years nkwa de. It does not matter the job John Mahama was doing, we should end his presidency. That is what they preached. And then Kwasiafo will say Mahmoud Bawumia, it is possible. This is the dirty Sankuma.
But let's go through it. Look, the NDC had an ad that said time as soon. I think it was very meaningful. History of the Fourth Republic, it's 8 years, guys. That's the history of the Fourth Republic. We gave the NDC 8 years, we gave the MPP 8 years, the NDC had another 8 years. So you'd have to do something beyond the ordinary for Ghanaians to say we're going to give you 12. You don't fiddle with the calendar or with dates and say that, well, this is actually 4 years. Hello, Ghanaians can count.
The history also shows that we've never had a one-term president in the Fourth Republic.
That's why I said, so Ghanaians were looking beyond the president. Yeah. You see, they were focusing on the president. Ghanaians were looking at the party. Because the president will have to work with people. So while the NDC were focusing on packaging JM, Ghanaians, as we can see, were looking at the party. They were completely unimpressed.
So today, are we looking at the party or we are looking at Bawumia? You see how dirty these people are. Today we want to ask Sankuma, are Ghanaians looking at Bawumia as a candidate or they are looking at the NPP political party edi Ghana so? Per your analogy, a day na NPP aya deserve another 8 years or 4 years. See in our Ghana, share your inflation, share your GDP, share the level of borrowing, share the level of unemployment, share the destruction when it comes to our environment, share the corruption perception index, share the security, how today is appalling. People are being shot during elections. Do you think a Sankuma Bui today, Bawumia deserve to lead Ghana? NPP needs to get another year. You are mad. Siafo. Manu asem ye di bedi motemo me. Menkofa bibia mfi abontene ba yo. Enkwasiafo nkura mo boy ne enoa na me di bedi motem because mo Jimmy, you don't respect Ghanaians. You those called intellectuals in Ghana, you are the most foolish people in Ghana. Yen you animo munko school da omna na mabontene eye dwumaden omni munyansa chen mo amosoma ko school because Jimmy the majority of you people calling yourselves we are in the middle class bracket. You are the foolish people misleading the people down there. The politicians always get the opportunity to mislead Yema Amenum because of people like Sankuma, dirty people like Kofi Bentemone, almost stupid Imani, those stupid CSOs, no baby, they don't have any better job. What they do is that they sniff. They are political insects. They use CSOs to make money and then they direct conversations. Sankuma she occupy Ghana, she demonstration better man in Ghana. And then see what is happening today in Moa. Osimi Moa de. Menya akwara awo me woma mienu ma ware 10 years ni abuofunu me mua de. You see, you people don't understand what they are doing to you. Yani tu kwa nekosua nyansa wo. You can analyze the issues. Yeah, the America, any Europe, any Ghana to tune senior ni any analysis ni unse nkwasiafobi ewo mfimfin wo omo no say Ghana and Sankuma and his group no omo no say Ghana. And it's in your so we are asking Sankuma, are we looking at Bawumia as a candidate or looking at MPP as a political party? What have they done to deserve another term? You are supposed to be back on TV to prove to Ghanaians why Bawumia and the MPP deserve another term. And more. It is 8 years. Say 8 years now. Has the NPP done anything extraordinary to deserve another? We are here. Why are you people shying away from the facts? Me, manu asem enam de be di mu atami nyai da. Because man say mo Ghana for ye ndi mu atama amunsu nyansa. Ghana ni so when di na tema nyansa fe ne nyansa onsu bi da. Udi Ghana ni atama ena ne ho ba ne ho so mu say eh na ade na odi matem ni akire wa de kodi enti ayedi watem because Ghana ni Jimmy now catch and say hey where the onim ontia say udi na tem say ade na udi matem say we na wo ye enti na edi watem next time onye enti na yedi matem mu bi mu Jimmy and Sankuma mo de my business. Now ma menche mo another calculation kojo upon kruma we 2016 September 10th me bodin akire mo abo date Kojo upon Kruma etna Ghana TV so Edin Komobi, it has got to do with our debt. Where September 16th, na MPP Mba Power. Kojo upon Kruma, also a journalist. Listen to him.
My good, and he's a man I respect. He's a very good person when it comes to tax. He's a man I respect. I respectfully disagree with him on some of these submissions. Because, for example, when we calculate debt to GDP ratio using the debt stock and the projected GDP for March Q1, and in his supplementary budget, he says 63. We say when you actually do the right, because our view is that he used year-end figures. He says that's the way to do it, so it's 63. We say that's not the way to do it, so it's 71. Let's not argue about that. What does the global economic standard say when you cross 60%? That's the big picture. That is why the IMF is describing us as a highly debt-distressed country.
That's what the global economic standards say.
That's what he's saying. When you cross 60%, you are getting into trouble. Of course, there are countries that are even above 100%, but look at their currency issues. They don't have some of the currency issues and fluctuations that we have.
He spoke directly to the bold statements about tax.
I will come to that.
This is very huge.
I will come to that.
And he says Bawumia appears not to be aware of the common tariff.
I will come to that. I will come to that. There's another point that is made about HIPIC. And he makes the argument that HIPIC is no longer existent. So when you find any government or anybody making big promises, it means only one of two things. That is probably going to increase taxes or go for higher revenue.
Going to raise
taxes, yes. Or he is going to have to borrow some more. Have you heard President Mahama promising free boarding and free tertiary? Is my senior Mr. Tekwe telling us that therefore by implication that's what President Mahama means?
No. Sorry. I didn't hear him say it means you will raise tax.
What did he say?
But that you will generate more internally.
That means by
he gave two options. He gave two options. And we all know the percentages of tax revenue and non-tax revenue in this country. So if you are talking about even revenue, I'll grant you that revenue. What does it mean? Now, my senior brother Isaac talked about the fact that we are talking about a 1.6 billion budget, out of which we are hoping to do some $1 million per constituency. Dr. Baumia, in answering that question, said, it was a question about where are you going to get the money? We have asked the question that we've borrowed 39 billion. We can only see 7 billion in infrastructure. Where's the rest of the money? And we are pointing to the IMF report that says that it appears it's gone into consumption. The question is, where is the money? The question is not where are we going to find the money to do the infrastructure. Okay. Let me just learn my point. You see, here's the argument. When we say we are referring to the 1.6 billion, we are saying that there's already an infrastructure budget allocation. We will not let it be centralized here in Accra. We'll spread it across the country.
These are the political insects. These are the foolish people destroying you. Kojo Ponkruma, this was September 10th, 2016. Near Ntuaba. Also a journalist, that time wako join MPP or Parliament ura. Kwasia we kwatena news file. Then an oka. Oh, when you watch the global economic standards, that time Mahama no power. No see a GDP no ewo around 68% or 60%. Enti no your best friends o cross dia na se kuro ne gu. And that countries be okrampa oma cross 100, but when you look at their currency is doing well. Tie or make it two statement very important. Or see BB a friend global economic standard and when they be applying in the unkwasia for na the global economic standard you go apply wa makola yeah apply wa Ghana yeah Kojo Ponkruma wahwe ponua maniti achia kwasia not radio so ni TV so catch Ghana for say global economic standard for say so GDP no crosses 60%. Edu 60 krampa you are in crisis. That's one mismanage economy no. And of course you can say there are some countries cry omu GDP no etumi akwa kodu 100 nanso omu currency ni yenti. You can just cut them a slack. Meaning, he was trying to say, Mahama moteso no, na that to GDP no, it was 60 to 68 no, na e bin see that. Mahama mwe Jimmy, yampa mo because it is showing clearly say, sika omu di juma no, omu fa sika ne mwa Ghana. And Sata wakasana na dollar no 3.8. Now you $1 na 3 cedis 8 pesos. Now you $1. Now you 3 cedis 8 pesos. September 10th, 2016. Ponon Kroma, and as we speak, the same global economic standard. And the GDP, debt to GDP, over 107%. 107. Ya crosswa pimba. And you know the most direct, the most painful thing. Your currency now has jumped from 3.8 to 17. Today, $1 is 17 cedis. Kwasia, yafa power maun. Motititive soka brofo amujin so bia ya boa. Everybody is a fool because they are not part of the stupid tribal party you people call a political party. Inti samo betna TV swa. Na mo kekan kwasi asem we ana mojin se ene ne de chichire man. Come back and tell us about the global economic standard ni enhwe. If you tell me the global economic standard say 107 is not bad, what about your currency? Foolish man. Kojo Ponkro nyini nchem you. Erade. Me worry na Kojo Ponkro man worry. Me ye ejuma first. Me nya me first salary na Kojo Ponkro nye ejuma. I am telling you today. Kojo Ponkruma, Samia Uku, Samuel Abujinapo, sa Eugene Hin, Jefferson, me ye ejuma Jim salary, first salary no mu nye ejuma da. And when we sit here near Kasa, we have vast experience. We have seen life before these people. But some way Jimmy and they use some people calling themselves political insect, almost some intellectuals. And they are fools. They don't think. They just read. I mean, can't you think tanks are more Ghana and bong. A chew and poor. They have no knowledge about anything. Majority of you people don't read. Majority of people don't analyze. Majority of people are lazy and waiting for some small group of fools to decide for you. That is why you are here. Senka mo think tank form na nam Ghana no. Senka mo scrutinize you man 90% they are chaff. They read to you. They go pick novels. They go pick people's research and they read to you. Nothing. Adebi anyone contributed to our economy. Etimi aya viable. Etimi change BB. It is always we are suggesting, but practically you could see, sir, they are always towing on political lines, and they also mean tone answer. Where were the people who were screaming on radio and TV 2014, 15, 16, telling us they are experts, they are political analysts, they are economic analysts? These fools have become their motivational speakers. I don't respect those people, because they have seen, say, majority of Ghanaians, the only Ghana and so obeti NGO, obeti think tank, obeti CSO. What you do is they use that to survive. I'm telling you, the thing called CSO. CSOs now, they use that to survive. 90% of them, and they have brought us here. They create opportunity for themselves through the CSOs. Majority of them come to Kwankwa Brucheda without CSOs. I'm telling you, because you see, when it comes to a place like the United States of America, they always want other views apart from the government views. When you go to Europe, majority of the governments, they have so much money sitting there. They always want to check the African government. Now, they cannot rely on the words of African governments and the kind of things they say, because majority of African governments, they control the media in their respective countries. So, what about America and Europe? They try to have some independent views. So, all the time, the Americans and the Europeans, they are looking out for CSOs that they could basically help, for them to be resourced so that they can do a lot of their research to tell the world what is really happening. In this urban Europe and America, majority of the time, the answers they need, they rely on CSOs. Into when these boys, when they clock 45 years, technique, technique, young man, I'm sorry, my team just sent me something. CSO, no, my team said civil service organizations, right? Civil society organizations, thank you. CSOs, and obeti waiting. Civil society organizations, what they do is, so the Europeans and Americans, they have always been giving money to African countries. They have always realized that but they give to them. You know why? Because they need to be able to penetrate. So I will know your weakness. So Anamubu say Argentina IMF, Argentina World Bank, they are never going to stop giving African money. They are always going to give African money because they know for a fact they are not spending the money on you. And as far as they are not spending the money on you and they are spending on themselves, they will definitely come back again. Now, when they come back again, they are entitled to their Nyomebi, until they will tell them, wait, dear, right now, I need this. And China has been able to penetrate Africa. Obama, majority of the donors in Europe and America and Asia, they know your politicians don't give the money to you. They know. They do their analysis. They follow up with the money. Every country that takes loan from Bank of World Bank, any IMF, they have their agency in that country. So if the money is not being applied, can they tell them the money is not being applied? But they don't. They wait for your politicians to blow the money. And then when they blow the money, they'll come back to you and tell you, we need this. Give us this for more money. At the end of the day, the end game, they don't care. So what the Americans and the Europeans and the Asians do, politics, they always try and use this civil society organizations to have their independent opinions so that they will know how they deal with African politicians. It's what happens, and they say, when these boys, CSOs, they saw the picture quickly, they started forming CSOs. Now what happens is, the moment you form CSO, and I say, form this kind of organization, all that you do is, you now try and get the attention of those representing the Americans in Ghana, of those representing the Europeans in Ghana, those representing the Asians in Ghana, until they start to go for events. They start to organize talk shows. They start to make sure embassies are organized. Yeah, they go there, they force themselves to be part of the conversation. They get to be recognized. They add them to their email list. That is how they start to make their money. In Tubetino, we say, we are going to Geneva. This CSO, we were there. They are paid, their flight is paid for, their hotel is paid for, they are given stipends. That is how they live. Into these people, the CSOs, the majority of them, it's not about you. It's about what they will make and sustain their families. Do you get it? You young man watching me, I'm sure I did. Mopa me deeper for more senior high school. Maybe a tertiary institution, right? Tomorrow or Monday, go to the registry department and register a CSO. Munyin pa 5, Legon, tech, next whatever, a tertiary institution. Now Montanas na mon draw BB, mon draft BB say okay. Yene CSO, this is what we will do. Register it, put it out. When there are events, go there, lobby your way to give speeches, beer and faso. You will start making money. Because when these international agencies come to Ghana, they want second opinion from the government opinion. And the CSOs are the ones willing. So you have to understand, they basically direct government policies, the CSOs. They take money. The CSO is against this oil deal. This CSO is campaigning for this oil deal. This CSO is talking about this financial deal. The next day, they lobby. That is their job. That's how they make money. There's nothing in there. They get funding. Majority of them come on your CSOs and Kofi Bento money and Komawu. They never traveled until they started joining CSOs. I'm telling you. I can take we have 5 students in a school come together and form a CSO. Match 6 months. 1 or 2 of you will fly. That's how it works. That's how the modern politics works. That's how it is. Because the American government, the Asian government, the European government, or information or Ghana owned by GBC. No, it is being managed. It is being run by the government owned by Joy News. No, because the influence now by Joy News are high. They know they have the stakes. So they do that. I'm going to say civil society organizations, they are independent, they lie. Into politicians be Ghana and their agenda, no, they pay CSOs. Sometimes politicians be to me BB CSOs na start agenda no me to me the church and because hey, yeah, especially those in the energy sector. That's what they do. They sit to the politicians. What do you want? You better see a sign deal way. Right now we know say the call parliament straight I better than a problem. Into more energy sector you better gather by 5. See, in the name of CSO, they pay them huge monies. What the CSOs will start doing is they will start calling for they call something symposium and symposia. They start suddenly you see them start talking about oil fields. You're like, where is this coming from? Suddenly, they start talking about environmental degradations. Where's this coming? Oh, suddenly, started about 3 times. 2 weeks time, they say, you pull be a parliament. It has got to do with seedlings. They have done the job. They set the grounds for politicians to steal in Africa. The CSOs in America, you lie bad. Me, in 2016, I was given about 72,000 euros by the Bill Gates Foundation to go to Ghana and go and do stories about the degradation of our lands through illegal mining. 2016. I walked around the nation. Go on Nat Geo. You see it there. Go to Al Jazeera, La Stampa. It is there. I was giving money to do that job. They want to know. They can't rely on the state media. They cannot rely on the private media in Africa. They know they are being owned by politicians. Now this is our front on Wejimiana. Hana mujin say, Anna sometimes you say, if before I'm just so, Abrafu there's so many missions say, oh bodam. Obi to Washington DC. Only more president the next move tomorrow. Only president secretary what you do tomorrow. Yeah, because it's all about making sure you know where you are heading. It meant not TV so can say CSO need be TV so in your interest. You are foolish. Go ahead down with Timu Accra. But someone say Juma Ben pardon me. Mumu says CSO no, how much money does it bring? And connect it to the cars and houses they live in. Ask yourself that question. Maybe twaso. They nimuno. Yakasi ye kani nyina organ and tokabisi. Some people attack some people. The only thing I can tell you is this government is bad news. Vote against them. 2-tier MPP. Hey, more lifeline back up. You have only one lifeline. And trust me, if I tell you Ghana more one lifeline, someone 20 MPP. I mean, the things I know in this government, 90% of what I'm talking about Ghana, Now young queen in amateur there. It's exactly 5:58. You better joining in name. Your election campaign period and I'm
total valid ballot 93,938. 93,938. Total rejected ballots. Total rejected ballots. Total valid ballot 93,938. 93,938. Total rejected ballots. Total rejected ballots.
Way and manner that anybody that has the privilege of God and the people of Edo State to become the next governor of Edo State cannot just like a political simkin the swagger, cannot just like a political mais gloriosos, cannot just like a political burakio, capriciously set aside the reforms and engage in a suo moto political peregrination.
In Kwasia Africa, in Penifori Nina 90% Mojimi. Omu yankola, omu ejimi, omu nyini pa mabodam, yem penifo no 90%, omu yankola omu ejimi, omu nyini pa mabodam, yankwasa sembi agoso. Political swagger in Chimpomo Masalane. When Diene de Beba comedy nipa. Comedy boys. John Mahama so be betting tax so be chum. Tina where meant to my John Mahame. Ba omiana or de ba no. Or no as obe chum. Now they don't chum de. John Mahama say money to me first 3 months obe chum. Ya to bet na ye dear fit 2,000 a day bottom. John Mahama so be chum. Oh, how pan is saying, he say, Menoka say, weekendy, mecha, I have a chat, yentimisa. He say, I will try a better, he say, weekendy, live score, Mamma Chro. He say, I know, ended the end Germany under 20, women nature 3-0, or much Argentina under 23-0. He say, Ochina say, me chrow, John Mahama so bet in the tax him, to my John Mahama. What to a day, would you see? Real Betis ne a Lagunes, Ebefa, and also Ochina discourse and Beba, Dortmund, any Eden, Hayden, and also Ebefa, Ochina, discourse in Yabebro, Tomajo Mahama. Yet I break Otigana Unja. Do you see or summon a man on Jaicha? Do you see on the Oencribonis from Kono, BBNC, already Ochiboneno, on country president Ninja NLM. As far as momoni the bon kwani munkwani ebenom and the munyi momoni ni mfiri kwani na se momoni won kwani munkwani ya American Muslim ye no munkwani kure ye wi preko ebenom kwani no and the munyi the preko ni mfiri kwani ye ne ye ba omia ye wi preko ye nkrimufo ye wi preko ba omia no I ono obega so I don't eat pork ba preko kwani momoni ni de mudi tuma ye be inti adikudi the youth of Ghana. We all want to vote for John Mahama and say, betting tax. Send your buyer, you're investing in betting. We will get our money back. Let me tell you, betting a business. Yeah. Go to America. People have made billions. Go to Las Vegas. A betting and a running side economy. No, because you to work as a betting. The other some gym. Hey. Time you cool yes we ye. Na a for a Johnny ya police for no cool yes we no. More Jesus from Nana. Police ni ane friend Hakios. Oni police ni ane friend Pego. Oni ba kuna friend Hekrekaya. Sa police for na omode fia no ewo Yesu mfi no. Time na Yesu bo cross so onye wuya na moja esane free ne mfi mu ba no. Na police for ne kaye. Omoje Yesu atade ne no mo se ende purum bentanum na yentu su ntonto. Ntonto de bet. Omutu Yesu so ntonto. Yesu atade so na police for omo Bible mu eto so ntonto na ye ntonto Bible ye ntonto ofie na uru jimi se ye bekọ bonsam gem John Mahama se to ma no obetwa tax nim otu ntonto na de wodi she ntonto nim no ntonto no mfa so obeba wo so to ma John Mahama police ni ba ko Zakaria otuntonto chen bibia ento hwe Jesus na twi version no na police fuoi asrafo eku Yesu wie no pam 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 na asrafo no agi Yesu atade no na emra na omudwa Yesu ho no eye asra ni a ye fre no eye kulaka a ofri eye Lucis fie no de oka che Yesu ne say hey wo ani agenkwa no Jesus na me chechire bujo me de omkan na mete ye no yawedu there you go yawedu de omkan na mete ye no na me ka kire Jesus fo nim inti tema omode Yesu omworo Yesu ho a eye Zakaria eye Philippine police ni a na sebi okutam eye apia no na obusa Yesu se na wokura na nyameba na wafon seye na Yesu hwe nanim na omusum Yesu eto eye de cross no so na emu na eye police ni ba ko a ye frɛ no eye Pentio Lazio a ofri eye Zakaria krom a ne na eye Lucy Alasan ono so na oye police ni ɛhɔ na ɔkache Yesu sɛ na onyame ba na wodente ada hɔ sei onyame ba pa na wobente ayefin na ɛhɔ ɔmde Yesu ɛto cross no so na emu na sebio eye police ni ketwa a asrani na ogina hɔ a ɔhwɛ Yesu atade no na ɔtam Yesu ntoma no na opurumu na opurumu no na ɔkache eye asrafo mpanifo no sɛ ɛnde we die sɛ ɔyagenkwa ne ma ne dia ɛnde mema yɛ lak moma yɛ ntusu ntonto kɔhwɛ Jesus film no abofunu ɔnhwɛ Jesus film uru Jimmy ne nam Ghana sɛ yɛ de Kristofo mi dwudwam enti ɔmo to Yesu atade no so ntonto ɔmo to so chacha ndi chacha che ɛde gɛwedela chacha che ɛne tina yawedu de ɔno ohu yɛ na ɔka kyerɛm no yawedu
enti no me de fan say na me de fan say enti o mo na 1979 me soon die. When I had that dream there was a strong wind and this strong wind no hurricane na be bo wherever it passes biana say ya boa say ye nipa say ye de nipa adekure ni bewu enti na me ka say me bewu ti na me suro na me say enti me bewu. Then I heard a voice from heaven say yawadu nansi awrade o se bra me hu ya say me nam kwa kese bi so na nkrofo no wi omo no nsa they call me yawadu bra be me say that God have called me I will not come na ekwan foforo ekwan na so no be hu say me hu say obi a onu moja ya the bucket a sea pipe anon ya the cap was yours in o ya boss sa na me ya ka kire mo dan mu na me de make the bucket a sea pipe anon ya the cap was yours in o ya boss sa na me ya ka kire mo dan mu na me de make the bucket a sea pipe anon ya the cap was yours in o ya boss sa na me ya ka kire mo dan mu na me de make
dia me hu no Jesus fum no na make no na ya odu kan de ya ka kire ndaye mu no ono da mo hu so bi gina pipe ano a okuta 34 bucket a moja nwunu na hu se nipa de abortion nipa na o ka kire da hu se nipa de abortion ono ye ka kire na o ka kire de me so me hwe ne Jesus fum na make obi anya bone yawedu de ye ka kire no da yedim na say yawedu report on my no re-report no enye direct report ye be show no yawedu is re-reporting what was reported and I am also re-reporting what I have watched inti many yawedu difference bi anim because I see na moja emu omo see enye ono na eka osi omo anom wo bucket no ho no omo gina pipe no ho no na omo ka kire de say oni oya abortion enti na ohu moja no oto wano din enti ya odu wie no ena ma wiase ti ase say wiase de obia e wo ne hobby
so me pedance ne ade enti na me win the whole Eastern Region dancing and dressing competition ena afensu no na me yabofra no so masem din because of konfuba me no wi to wi 10 ni atomi so baako wi to wi 10 ni atomi so baako fuba me no wi to wi 10 ni atomi so baako me tibi di biye kontom ne fro parabasalt me tibi so ayeti ni ade when so hye nsem hu ko a wi nsane ade ma pe ni ayi nyina no job be say 4 packets a day change smoker just a maternity no makoda bodyguard
we twanitia mo be enye show yawedu wanu mana for the team no de duase na all dwendwene nyomo so nyame na afba yawedu say tane ka kire no enti so de me hu o Jesus fum no na meka moma yenko anim team e de biem what again team oh okay. Oh, thank you very much, Mr. S. I really appreciate this. We have a lot enough here to work with. Now, Is it a guy? Is Mr. P? Is this the guy who stepped down? Recently, I heard one of the NPP guys. He was supposed to run in one of their constituencies. Is it in the eastern region? I heard that he pulled out. Mr. S, the guy you just sent his video. Is it a guy who just pulled out? Me ti cry me ya. Me di mo chi a ohun. Ejuma we ohun. Me del rough. Me pe ejuma we. Na minja na mko den me ade ba ko betuma no wiase apart from adwuma we and ebia e be fa me advisor say ebia eno krabe kan ebia fa me advisor say ebia BBC intime betufu wo ho ana say me so me good player pa ai me e dia na mko ebedwuma ni. Now mom enjudwam, this is one story I want all of us to pay attention to. The Electoral Commission for Asamoah Gyan is very serious and dangerous. And it's got to do with the Electoral Commissioner. Omachre for some time now say, Electoral Commissioner, ready say, omubema peace aba Ghana. And the Electoral Commission for a year press conference. And the NDC for no, there's never been a day Electoral Commission etimaba bontene abekache Ghana for say, NDC can same way. NDC echo T figure way, NDC who malpractices way, no credit. There's never been a day. J Mensa, NSA Kokura way mutu fujune. None of them have been able to come out to say, oh, NDC lied. Never. Every single day, Asembia NDC bekachi omuso omuyebia na omujitum. But you see, it has gone to that point whereby we need to see. We all need to be part of the making sure the elections is free, fair, and transparent. Nobody should lie to you, say. What to me say, conduct election. The EC, they have to work with we. And when I say we, I'm talking about we, the citizens and political parties. We need to collaborate to make sure the elections are free, fair, and transparent. It is the EC, say, Constitution is almost say, the power to run the elections. Yes, your constitution say you have the right to question any institution that works under the constitution. We the people gave that power to. So as much as is power to do its work, we as citizens and players, we also have the power through the constitution to demand for transparency. Don't get it wrong. Don't let the Electoral Commission make it look like say, the constitution protects them. Now yet we don't have the right. The EC has the right to do its job. We also have the right to question the EC's job when we think and believe with fact to say some of the things they are doing are not right. We the citizens have a role to play to make sure our elections are transparent, are fair, are free, and it's clean for every single person at the end of the day to go home happy. But the Electoral Commission is making it look like, say, power. It is not only them. Even the executive, we have a role to play as citizens in the decisions Akufo-Addo takes. That is why there's Council of State. That is why Akufo-Addo sometimes takes decision. It comes to Congress, Parliament, because we believe that every single MP or parliament, it is us. We are the people at the legislature. We have a role to play. It is not only Jane Mensa Beifono. Mensa Kromfo or the boss Masari Jimmy, they cannot decide the fate of our elections. We will have to collaborate with them to decide how transparent, how clean, open this election will be. The EC, is trying to do something. The NDC, they have pointed out very important things in their work, and they have shown Ghanaians over and over. Said the EC needs to be opened. Transparency is important when it comes to elections. It does not matter whatever you do, but when you refuse to be transparent, then it overshadows every single thing you are saying. Say it is right. So, oh yeah, the power. Why are you worried? Say, oh yeah, police ni. Say, oh yeah, police ni. Na say, oh say, ujina border, ujijiska. Sorry, oh check a cast and kwa. We do no. Na say, journalists will be journal or so camera to so. What is your problem? Unless who police know intentions of extorting. And when a journalist comes before you or stands by your side and turns the camera on, and where a police officer would barrier, check the IDs and the driver's license, you will not have a problem because you only take driver's license to check the date, check car the insurance, check if it is roadworthy, and then you signal the car to leave. Unless the say police in you have some motive via unim se camera ne capture. So at this point, we don't expect the EC to even come up with any excuse. They just have to open their arms and say, NDC, Ghana for come and let's all look into our books and sign elections. If the EC is credible and the EC wants to be transparent. It does not matter what the EC does. It does not matter the exhibition it does. It does not matter the register day. It does not matter the internal audits they do. It's always important to let the people know you are hiding nothing. But this Electoral Commission has made us believe, and through the fact that NDC to be proven, say the EC is bent on rigging the elections for the NPP. Clear. Now, Obibeka said, NDC for Asamoah demonstration on the 17th nationwide. The EC basically is not being transparent. Is this the first time Abibi say EC or Ghana? I've heard people say NDC for, and the question is this the first time? Because when you hear the EC's press conference and they almost say the issue we have raised with the voter register will be resolved. ECA press conference almost say the issue now NDC if we're raising about the voter register it will be solved. Now if it's going to be resolved, the NDC just want Ghanaians, independent minds, to be part in solving the issue. The issue here is when the Auditor General audits an institution, why is it say after the audit service, they audit the institution, at the end of the day he writes an audit report? The Auditor General writes an audit report, even though we know the audit service, they have their rights, they have the facts they stand on, the acts they use in auditing agencies. But the Auditor General, even though they have done internal auditing of government institutions, he still goes ahead to bring out the audit report. Why? He is doing that to show Ghanaians that he's got nothing to hide. And it's an Auditor General, audit reporter, on them, or the Magana for, and it's a Tumisha audit report, as Auditor General, here you did not do your job right. Because we know at a point, at this instance, this happened. Why didn't you cover it? And for the EC to move away from transparency, I am looking at just transparency. I don't even care about the rest. I am looking at transparency. You are going into a very dicey election and the people just want transparency. Bring independent forensic auditors to look in your books. If you've done nothing wrong, what is this nonsense press conference? If you've done nothing wrong, if you have no motivation or no motive of trying to rig the elections, making sure you are stealing figures, pumping figures where they are not supposed to be, why would the EC even be coming back and forth and trying to tell us? Because you have already admitted that whatever the NDC issue they have raised, you will resolve it. That means there was a problem. To resolve means there has been or there is going to be a problem. So it means that they detected that your work isn't perfect. So say Omokrampona is suggested for an independent probe or auditor. What is wrong with that? You sit back, you cross your legs, cross your arm and watch the independent auditors because you know you have done a diligent job. But this is the situation, you are closing your door to independence and transparency. So the EC is corrupt. The EC, Electoral Commission of Ghana, is a crime scene. They are criminals. Mamonfa election win the agro. Mamonfa NDC demonstration win the agro. These people at the Electoral Commission are criminals. I'm telling you. Now the question I was asking is this the first time a political party is insisting, or a first time a political party is asking, say, we need to have a forensic audit of the register before elections? Because me will say, Ghana hano nipa bi amagwen say obabodam. Nipa bi are very hypocritical, and the idea ni nyina say they always want it to look like say NDC raise the issue bia about the irregularities in our electoral process. They want it to look like say this is the first time a political party is trying to politicize our electoral process. No. The NDC is not politicizing our electoral process. The NDC, they are asking the same questions. Some time back, the same political parties in Ghana or the party in power We're asking. And it is fair that at a point when you are not convinced about the job an institution is doing, it is very fair for you to question whatever end product that comes out. Now, Hadi, NDC for Ebusa simple questions and they are put out a few things. Now, before I make question, let's go back a little bit. Let me remind you of what has happened in Ghana. This way, any your money be a SC or Ghana before. This was when NPP were in opposition. We saw this. NPP primaries. David Asante declares intentions to contest. Sorry. This is the guy. Sorry, I gave you the wrong one. Mr. S, I know. Sorry. This is the story. Sorry, I really appreciate. I apologize for this. Now, this is what I'm talking about. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo in 2016. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo in 2016. These were some of the things yet who ever Ghana. In 2016, Charlotte Osei Nana eye electoral commissioner. Now, 2015, 2014, 2013, Charlotte Osei Nana eye electoral commissioner. The NPP then were in opposition. And anytime I said the AC then so be a no catch say why is the NDC doing this? As I also body to or kwasia unpair what we call democracy ye. Koto de ne budget. Nyanya nchire de yenja na manenko emwa. Let us go back a little bit. Let us step back a little bit and then do what? And then see what has happened before. To ended the even ended the NDC has been able to move forward with a lot of facts. The NDC, they have been able to show with numbers, specific geographically, locations, baby born in the year dino. This was in 2015. Live update video, 29th October 2015. Where Inshira FM, they were covering. A committee was put together. Time and NPP insisted said the register has been bloated. Now Charlotte Osei NA Electoral Commissioner. NPP, it is possible. It's possible that the electoral register has been bloated. NDC, it's not necessary. NPP, PPP, not possible, not necessary. So the political parties had their own answers. This is not hypocrisy here. It is the same democracy. Abano ya de bo bano, I was the same abano ya de botechi. If we say we need to, at the end of the day, adhere to the same principles. In the time of Charlotte say, electoral commissioner now NDC what power no a forum to debate the argument for and against the compilation of a new voter register for the 2016 general election is currently underway in Accra. Justice VCRAK Crab C. Crab is chairman of a 5-member committee appointed by the Electoral Commission. He is to oversee the discussion on the matter during the 2-day forum at the Alisa Hotel. And even during Charlotte Osei time, she opened up and a committee was put together, a committee to openly answer questions, ask questions for us to get to the bottom of the issue. Now NPP for say register now has been bloated. The NPP never came out with any figure. They never came out with any raw figure, statistics, science, back in the way, facts. 2015. But the NPP were insisting. Charlotte Osei, the register is bloated. They were just making noise on radio. Asantefo can form Fantefo radio. Ghana Henyina were insulting Charlotte Osei. Adaya NPP for said the register is bloated. Oman for evidence biamba. They didn't provide an iota of evidence, but they were insisting. Just going around radio and telling Ghanaians say abana yakotua yenkunipa if we say Charlotte Osei a bloated register no. Shadie. This is 2015. NPP requests international audit of new voter register. NPP requests international audit of new voters register. NPP forecast say yankofa brofumra na omombe den omombe audit. Yankofa foreign firm independent na omombe forensic audit of Ghana's electoral register. Ansana ya tuaba. Enkwasiafo we wa aban mu ka kire Ghana for say Jane Mensa me mane nye. Ahamu ji se Jimmy ohun. Me say san kwasiafo no motese TV so mamu ntie omo Jimmy omo de mo da mo. John Mahama nkoa ne the only president within the kura kire mo. This is MPP. They were requesting in 2015 say yankofa forensic audit firm fra brochire NDC for one kasi yanko for abrochire yes Ghana hey ya any auditing firm credible MBA auditing. NPP for in 2015 they were insisting. Into what is different today? Even the difference today is that NDC has gone further to add numbers and figures and locations and how numbers or voters have been moved. These are things that we are going in our share. Remember MPP nkwasiafo we nada o. Enti catch me betena ha me di o matem because o ma no asem and am di be di o matem. Abuje say ejimi ana. Oje say emuade ana. Oje say enkwara ana. We know what we are doing because the facts direct us to do what we are doing. Now Shade, Mr. P, stay with me. Make show evidence. Send a bear me we na me di o matem so me nkwasiafo. J Mensa wants to rig the election. Mo beti ase. Mama first 17th demonstration in Diago. We are Ghana now Accra or any regional capital. Now one join a demonstration to EC officer and Tokobi a besi Ghana no. 7 December and Tokobi a besi no. Jemen saneni kunu omejanio. Boss Manasari obejanio ekufuadomo. Muna mube kumu. You need to stop this now. Mamen chow. Yeah, chow facts no. Call full speech. Nana Adodanko Ekufuado calls for audit of voters register. Date Beneshaw, July 31st, 2014. Tie kwasia oseme meta MPP. Na koto de ne budget. 2014 July Nana Adodanko Ekufuado came out with a speech. Obeye speech as the flag bearer of the People's Pig Party. National Pigs Party. Obekachire Ghana for say they need a new register. Audit, forensic audit. And I quote Ekufuado. I mean, can't you know? Mama board down MPP. For me, say Jimmy Young. And I quote: our message to Dr. Asamoah Gyan and the Electoral Commission is simple. We need a register that truly represents those who are entitled to vote in Ghana. The current register is bogus. Ekufuado enuma sem na me can't you know? The current register is bogus. We are not interested in playing the blame game. We are only interested in doing what is right for our democracy. Let us all work together on this. Ghanaian election should not be West African election. That statement what I say, end of quote. Ghanaian election should not be West African election. No catch Ghana for say Togo for I wanna for Togo for Mama ma wanna for Twaba. That was the same time Mahamudu Bawumia ebe press conference. Ebe kire mu fake ID card say omu nyina free Togo. Mo kai me ba kire mu. Kwasiafo mu fi we ene nam Ghana. Me yanka Ghana asem. This National Pigs Party. Some way ene nam Ghana and me yanka Ghana asem because they think we don't have the right to question the system. This is Ekufuado. Or see Ghana register na enya West African register. No oni awonafo na ekasa. Mo awonafo na mu ejimi no. MPP for edimuye politics. No, I'm telling you, they don't consider you people as Ghanaians. Upon the mo awonafo wa Ghana, mayama Ghana nyina. See this National Pigs Party, they don't care about you people. They think it's a mo nya Ghana for mo ya moa. He deliberately used that statement because their argument was that Nipebi free Volta region, omu free Togo, Ra Volta region, ebe to abasako Togo, Mwawi, this tribal beggar, this foolish political insects. Today, they are ruling Ghana, omu pesi ebeka Ghana sem, this foolish National Pigs Party. Weja. Oh, masri sika fosri no. Wama masri sika fosri no. Weja intiminjai, oh bodam, tenase. Jane Mensa will be forced to audit the register. Ensen kenye be kunya hu Ghana ho. Ma bodam. Mo pese mo wi abanim. Una wo Jane Mensa ba da ben. Afarijan time na nkofo e tormenti NPA register abedru time mo win elections. Mi wie ma menchira wade bi. This is Mahamudu Bawumia or a whole press conference. But before that, no, ma menchira Ekufuado. Ekufuado was on radio. Now before Ekufuado, the so-called political insects, they put together organizations, ma catch them, CSOs, majority na dia bedru ha. Is Ankoma, Sabo is somebody Occupy Ghana, let my vote count. Got sa people no, they were using you. And I keep telling you, so who's a politician here bibia a CSO ne shasiye. They sell the message to CSOs, they pay them money, not all of them, some of them, they will start making the noise. Now, a certain pace, number politicians. It before Ekufuadomo started making statement, we know. Now, these boys who belong to the NPP, and then I made sure a picture say, this boy, his name is David Asante, or your MPP ni, or share behind the CSO, and omo den, omo catch the Ghana say, omo per register no, and the Aquawi, my intention say, oberani edien. In Koko seat. Matisse saw Yarin to pull it out. When this boy was tormenting Afarijan and Charlotte Semono, now say, oh yeah, CSO. Almost no independent minded people. No. They use these people to lie to you. This boy, time and now almost tormenting Afarijan, almost tormenting Charlotte say they hid behind CSOs. Muntie.
A landmark case has been won against the IGP, the police service, and then the Attorney General of this country. That isn't really the impelling factor for this day's press conference. Not just alone, but we also deem it ideal and very necessary to bring to bear the issue that really brought to bear the court case which has brought us this far. That is the fight and the demand for a new voters register. The victory in court yesterday sets the battle for a new register on a different pedestal. After 1 month of the committee hearing, the question is, how long is the Electoral Commission of Ghana expecting the people of Ghana to keep reticent and still expect solution and answers from the commission? We question the neutrality of the panel of 5 because a few of them had made public statements which we thought were quite prejudiced or prejudicial to their mandate. We were not told the mandate of the committee, what the committee was expected to do. The committee were not given timelines. The EC as a body itself does not even have the timelines handy to tell Ghanaians that in the next 1 month or in the next 2 months or in the next 3 days,
you know that for a fact,
and our position will be made known to the people of Ghana. Well, as far as we are concerned, the EC has not told us, so there are no timelines. And the Electoral Commission is operating in vacuum. And everybody is watching quietly. There is a serious situation at hand, which I am thinking should really click and hit the sensibilities of all democracy-loving people in this country. I'm talking about the casualties that were recorded in the NDC internal elections. It's a serious issue that must really draw our attention to why the need for an electoral roll which has credibility. Going into future elections with the existing electoral register, I am afraid we may have, at a national character and at a national dimension, what happened in the NDC. Very awful. And that is what we are seeking to avoid. I'm not being a prophet of doom, but if indeed there were killings and there were brutalities within NDC internal politicking because the people had lost confidence in the voters' register, I think it's only fair and proper that we look critically at the electoral rule with which we go into election 2016 at national level. It makes a lot of sense. Let's sit and analyze critically what happened in the NDC internal politicking, because it was at the heart of the credibility of their electoral register. We are going into a bigger election. The EC...
So the basis for calling for a new electoral register, no, those times, no, it was because NDC are an internal elections. NDC, my internal elections, and no problem until they were calling for a general overhaul of EC register. Basis. Now, one the argument, because we saw yare. Now we will or chama kumu election time. No, we one the basis are nobody general say a credible say no say NDC are your internal elections. And my confusion is see. Into because of that, you know, I was said the whole Ghana election a bloated. That was their reason. Into the MDC for reason also a more valid. You see, anytime I catch us and Kofu Jimmy, this National Pigs Party, they are foolish people, most of them, because so much dream say Ghana for Jimmy. Because NDC did an internal election, election, there was confusion. Some people were saying, say, they were saying, say, because of that, Ghana registered in say into Jane Mensamo, more electoral commission or change register. No, you see, and we gave these people audience. The NDC gave them audience. They allowed these people to walk on the street of Ghana. We said these people were intelligent. The National Pigs Party, every time they want to make a move, they use these dirty people. Now, I want to say, almost set the grounds in my politician. Then you see the politicians follow up.
Having a proper process, making sure that the process is clean and proper. Yeah, clean and proper process.
That's right. Just said, new voters register. Still a good job. Yeah.
Now, the name who said, as NDC for who said, yeah, who say, the Yemen do more into the eye did the brain. And then says, you might be using register my for. Say, for an office, I don't want to mind your brains with me, the engine will now, woman I had. Now, I did, and ya say, and saying, and then ya, saying, and she have been true and yet for your baby and their papa, mama. Now, a man with the so be a betcher said, I buy a quack or two, but two was to do. Near the end of one, and he said, a brat Togo for about a 2 Togo, opposition leader, some piano father. Then I make our Ghana media and all come to so Togo register when saying, okay, Togo for penny for a man paying me election authorities won't be a piano. So there are several for two echoes for name. You're going to charge there, echoes, I brand new Nicono or you training. Hey, I am His Excellency, John Dramani Mahama. Monu Tram and a more echo Togo. So, Kako Fishimu, na yes, so your own way. According to Tiobiado, and was served for that President of Togo. Now, Togolese election authority said, Australia, Asamoah the Firebreaker, young friend, I buy a barber to the choir, young Tom Shedda. Now, I'm Electoral Commission for acquiring your register. Say, yeah, you man, another problem. Yeah, the 2 years. A 12 and for Casacasabia, and for Passabasabia, Edna, and Pack. A year register, no yet wanted to abolish a money said, to say that. A year about 12 man, and the trap princess are happy, satisfied with the register. The Cotua man, where ya, then so soon, on the party for Editorial. Yeah. Emerson J. A year tomorrow. And if you are here for that, register at the CN for name MPP register. Cecilia MPP register and not NDC register. And you see a business register, a Babian and Rochester change the cook one and the so deep. And you are not being there. Ye Pegana for register. You hear no, say, Benya register, Ghana for me now, and Benya GG will we say register. Hey, Papa, Sabi the control bano, the Beshia Bano, Pia Beziat, 1 year, once a while every year.
Where time I could for the opposition. He was calling for a new register. Where time opposition. Into CSO Sone starting Comono. Into CSO Svono, Omno use Omo, Omina MPP boys. Where time I could for the opposition, on the Anoka, or see a new register. Ni basis ne say or see oh on ya sembe din common wa ya sembe so or problem or on register minti Ghana problem. And a CSO so oh ye new register adentra oh because NDC for internal election ma say your confusion see into the whole Ghana register na bloated. One reasons on my into CSO so ye adwuma ne wie no and na achechede ne kotina radio so and na owie no say oh mokura munim owie no say monhwe Mahamudu Bawumia ekoye press conference kire Ghana we nya no opposition o e na omka kire Ghana for say register na bloat no e anwonafo e na omka sankofo free Togo tie kwasiafo we National Pigs Party we tie se obi apie se obe counter 17 December election mo buo mo ko mo se obi apie no be mbema se mo twa mo ti kwasiafo omonya Ghana nche obi a any group that rises up to counter the nationwide strike demonstration by Ghanaians obuboki obiaya mbema sama munchomuti ni enhwe de obema wo Ghana koto de ne bodwe ekufu ade keka nkwasesem wewie no ena ba omi akoye press conference Ghana your borders is saying your Togo, your Ivory Coast, and your Burkina Faso. Baomia be a press conference catch the Ghana for say nipa be over 30,000 every Togo. Baomia kwasia witness up on for vote. Na mo wona for ni bi mo agimintra. Obey a press conference catch the Ghana and say, hey, na munim se NDC for ma wona for kwasia for mo free Togo, mo free Ghana no. Omo di nipa dodo say ewura Ghana Baomia onie. Mo hwe no. Siato
97.3 City FM.
Also shows increases in voters register in several constituencies, unusual increases in the voters register in several constituencies between 2008 and 2012. In general, if you see an increase in the voters register between two elections of a magnitude above 10 or 15% is high. I mean, if you are having more 15% increase in the voters register. What is the level of migration into the constituency? You know, even if you give birth to children, they cannot vote. So what will account for a 15% increase in the register? An increase in the voters register by 25% between two elections is abnormally high. But there are several instances of this we find in the data, above 25%. One cannot credibly explain, for example, how the voters register of magnitudes existing for about 40% can take place. 40% increase between 2008 and 2012. Where did the people come from? We used what we call facial biometric recognition technology. So basically you are trying to look at two people, you search the registers of both Ghana and Togo, and then the program will look at characteristics, facial recognition characteristics, look at the distances between the eyes, ears, and so on. Mr. Chairman, the system has found what we call potential matches of 76,286 potential matches. And we are presenting some of these samples. I should note that so far, Mr. Chairman, so far, we have only completed less than 10% of the search on the register. Less than 10% of the search. It's work that is ongoing. And we will soon begin work on the Ivorian register to check the western border as well. And then we'll look at Burkina Faso. The evidence is therefore incontrovertible that Ghana's voters register has been compromised. It is not a document we can rely on for free, fair, and transparent elections in Ghana. The case for a new register is overwhelming.
No, I think it's a very detailed presentation. I think what all of us need to see it to be is not a partisan agenda. Everybody needs to, first of all, understand the issues that are being spoken about, and then we all get on board to get a credible register so that all of us can be at peace with the results of whatever election.
Today we have presented evidence to provide a basis for ensuring that we have a clean register going into the 2016 election. We want to move forward, and that is why we are presenting this as the basis for the new register for the 2016 election.
This is a very, very serious matter, and I call upon civil society, the women's groups, the churches, the Muslim groups, and others all of them, the farmers and the TUC, they own this country. This country is not owned by politicians. And the journalists, please make it a point to be inquisitorial. Because what has been presented to you, go and see whether it is true or not. And then when you have seen all these facts, please act upon them, because the country belongs to all of us, especially the younger ones.
We are taking it to the village. We are taking it to the rural towns. We are taking it out there to explain to the people why we are calling for a register. And I'm sure that the new electoral commissioner and the group of commissioners will have to give an ear to this call, because it is important. The image of the electoral commission itself is suffered, and I think that they have a clear and a good opportunity to repair that image.
Now you see, Mahmoud Baumia Bejina will say, "Oh my facial recognition." Messi we mo omo National Pigs Party. What's it, Michael Kwe? You are. It is your problem. You. It is about you, Ghanaians. TUC, churches, Muslim leaders, Catholic leaders, the farmers. One wants to be on Omokasa. That time, you, the journalists. And then Kwasiafo Omokache say Ghana yempe Ghana ye. Why is the NDC asking questions which is valid? These questions are valid. In some about Omiabe Gina also women in Africa Togo were my basis of Sibia Omuyomo research. But NDC4, the EC itself, Ababontin said all the issues MDC raised, they have resolved them. Meaning the NDC has the right to call for an independent auditor, a forensic audit in the register. It's simple as that. Pigs People Party did not have anything as sensationalism. Mahamudu Baumia Bekachira Ghana for you as a Togo. I want to afford a Togo for that is all that he came to do. Also, Kasai and I'll say, oh, they'll be going to a yellow Ivory Coast, and Burkina. No, the idea was that no more catcher Santa for. Say, I want to afford a money on your competition. Anything and okwa santimem near to a bar, or be to me PF KJT. Say, hey, Uncle Tuaba, I want to afford it to gum a competition. It is not about reasoning. It is a message they were selling. They were selling to account 40 to us and for. And it's near to a bar as antiphone to me catch us a share. Yes, it to go for an air to a memo. Now, what do you want to a intercotocone has competition and yet about impuntio. Momusa Baumia say, Omoko Ivorian Bordan so, Omoko Burkinabe Bordan so. No, the idea was target NDC stronghold. More politics now go forward the more yeno. MPP omo Jimmy. Messi NPP omo ya muau. Yehu MPP nyansa for. We omo nyanyo. This National Pigs Party. These people don't think, they are selfish. Mujina o catch Ghana for say eye NDC for aye internal election 2014-15 Emma problem is see inti Emma we were here and a whole electoral commission catch say Pusiga EC official suspended for unauthorized voter transfer. This is basis enough for the register to be looked at. The EC admitted, say one of their own, a senior EC official who cannot just do it. They need to make sure computers upon computers are decoded. Because our EC official now a district officer that's all person who movie a BB free or machine moi. And you won't access to. It needs to go to your district, they need to open it at regional, and it needs to go to national. And this will be to mean access to a district technically or access to national. It is at the NDC say, let us look at the register and do forensic auditor. And continuously and consistently, the NDC have been very consistent because everything they have come up with, the EC has never been able to deny it. Into way is not basis enough for the register to be looked at. Now, Mamen Chiro, why the NDC they have a case? Okay? Now, the NDC compared the 2023 voter register to the 2024 provisional voters register, and these were the preliminary findings. NDC for AFA 2023 register, and they're using the 2024. These are the things they found, and the EC has said it is true. So why don't we need a forensic audit? This is what the NDC found. The NDC who ye ni. When no mujina so press conference, tribal press conference. So it is not about sensationalism. It is about the facts. And as we speak, the Jane Mensa EC boss, Jimmy Jimino, they have not been able to deny any of the issues the NDC has raised. It calls for a forensic audit. Now, 243,000 TA. The EC, they have not denied this. Voters who transferred their vote in 2020 have been added to the 2024 transfer list again, thereby making it difficult to ascertain the accurate number of 2024 transfers made to the affected polling stations. The 2024 provisional voters register and transfer list are therefore bloated. The EC has never said this is not true. Nipa 243,000 ya tamo mu di free 2020 e dia beka 2024 hu yembiem ni enhwe ne hu se ade na ekoso na kwasiafo titi Ghana say NDC. Everybody needs to go out on Tuesday to demonstrate. Oh, you don't have to be timid. Say kwasiafo group bi pie say ye counter mo chi omo no mo ye mbema so mo twa mo ti because sankofo no omo no mo boa me ku mu nuane mo Techiman South omo no mo boa me ku nipa won kran. These are dangerous termites. Those people who are saying we are going to counter them also, are dangerous. See them as enemies. When they play careless, kill them. Because share and you kum hunipa 2020. Don't fool around. Because careless almost counter demonstration. The little mistake you give them, they will kill you. Be armed, be ready. National Pigs Party, we don't underestimate them. JJ Rollins catch them. Do not underestimate these pigs because some of you moving that they don't care. They can walk into a church dirty. They can walk into a mosque dirty. They don't give respect to the location they are. So don't treat them as humans. So be say our counter demonstration the day the whole Ghana demonstration the majority of the people control this nation. 243,000 yenjai ni ankotwaba kwasiafo na munkwana moya Ghana for. These are facts. Now look at this. We got Kevin Idiatem obodam. The NDC compared the 2023 voters register to the 2024 provisional voters register, and these were the preliminary findings. About 15,000 voters have been captured on the EC's transfer list with no indication as to where they were transferred from. Nipa over 15,000 ya transfer omako. Yebusa se ehina mo transfer mo free edi omo ba ha obi ama answer. Yankoto aba emwa. J Mensa, she does not deserve to live. Because it was through J Mensa's carelessness, J Mensa's incompetence, Boss Masari's carelessness and incompetence, and a Nipa 8 Wuwo Techiman South. Yeah. And your bo Nipa 2 1 crying. Your bo Nipa 2 1 So those people are dangerous. They are happy to hide behind office to kill you people. J Mensa on this episode street on Ghana. They are dangerous people. Every EC office in Ghana, district office is a hotspot. On Tuesday, every office is a hotspot. You people need to occupy it. Let them understand the power of the people is the power of God. Ghana, yemu biyen to me timid manipa koki tuam kwasiafo incarnates. These people are offsprings of pigs to take care of this country and make it look like say your animals farm. This National Pigs Party, you are allowing these fools to move around like Amajuni Yejuma. Then you are timid and watching them. Nipa 15,000. The NDC, they have approached the EC to date. Say it's being resolved. Mabobodam. Yanko enim weja. The NDC compared the 2023 voters register to the 2024 provisional voters register, and these were the preliminary findings. 2,094 voters transferred their votes in 2024, but their details are not contained in the 2024 absent list for their respective polling stations. This calls into question the legality or validity of the said transfer. The transfer na is it was fake. At least yen nimukurano pusiga yenhuye. Yenimukra at force constituency Yenimukra about 10 constituencies. They are all witnesses to it. Said the register is not valid. Into then elections with this kind of register. Now upe peace. Ekufuado kwasi ampe yiwe or not or person Jimmy will be president because Jimmy. We should just sit back and let them kill, let them destroy this nation. Now you chrono obi papa dia. Me were reason tia me name team no ye show say we start from the back. We start from the back because we want you to see the reason why we are doing this. And can better na can make ma start taking kind we actually na sorry. But I want you to know the reason why these people we are not supposed to give them another chance. Anytime I start to free a na mamu with the intent, the intentions, adwene da MPP for trim. Omo ya eye. Omo di nkwasesem eye. Omo di busa eye. Obi busa dia enye. Anytime I say Ghana and then also okotoama any other party apart from NDC. Oye, akuya donko bodamni we. Kofi Palu bodamni odike omanka se fie omudem. Ya to aba omu wini. Kwasiafo we. Omanka se fie omutim. Kofi Palu de cheda odike ekuadonko sa nkwasiafo NDP de sa nkwasiafo yi omankasa fi omutim ye conduct election wo ma omu wini. Why should you go and vote for such chicken? They are all MPP surrogates. Kofi Palu is in the race because of MPP. Odike is in the race because of MPP. Ekuadonko Eseshie, she's in the game because of MPP. NDP Nana Kuredo Ajma Rawlings. Our game will move because of, let me tell you one thing. In 2016, in 2020, Ashanti region, Nana Kuredo Ajima Rawlings, Wanya campaign, the same year, Nanu Kunewu, when Jina platform, ya so Musa, Ubise, Busa, me de pesa me beye, Nana Kuredo Ajima Rawlings, Anko baby, Anko chef flyer, Anko car policy, Nana Kuredo Ajima Rawlings, Anya campaign, Onya close to 40,000 votes to Ashanti region. Kwasia, Busa Onsa Onya Wayne. Nana Kuredo Ajima Rawlings, she could not get agents in all polling stations. Ashanti region she was able to make 40,000. Mumusa so unyan weng. I need to Ghana see Jimmy. They play with you. Nana Kuredo Ajima Rawlings na mwase obe watch na. That is what they do. They are selling you people out. They are doing business with more. Your future. That is what they are doing. And that is what Jay Mensa wants to do now. Nana Kuredo Ajima Rawlings in Ashanti region over 40,000. Umula so vote different. Election year ni kunewu or money ni kunewu. Wanya campaign baako, wanya shirt baako, wanya kosua, wanfa policy amba, wan launch manifesto. Obi anim Nana Kuredo tumi nya 40,000 vote onya no NDC vote ye de ma no. Omutam NDC vote no de ma NDP. Strategy na make achira no into apalumuni ekuadonkom ni sankwasiafo no they are MPP surrogates, so they are not in there. Almost some dey omo wa bani mu to do there. They are there to into omo agents now omo any police station no. Majority of these people omo agents now are there. Omo ye NPP double agent. Let me show you the numbers. Thank you, Mr. S. This is mama more evidence because Kevin Taylor pen this asem on pe MPP asem. Mama chirawo kwasiafo Nana Kuredo they to me ko kuma go na 40,000 votes. Yeah. This is the number here any. Busa won say Nana Kuredo Ajima Rawlings onyanwe 47 constituencies out of 47 constituencies the Ashanti region. Nana Adodan Kwekufuado enya de 1.7 million Ashanti region mu wiagumu. 1.7 mu wiagumu. John Mahama enya 652,000. John Mahama enya 652. Nana Kuredo Ajima Rawlings enya 40,000, 39,991. 40,000. Kwasia. Sa no mo be mo. That is what they are going to do to you people again. And that is what they have been doing. Here gum 12,000. Here CPP 1,524. Obazo Kachem say CPP for Nana Kuredo Ajima Rawlings the pathway or a popular CPP. What bodam. This is the stealing. And intina Tuesday demonstration, it goes beyond the Electoral Commission. It is a demonstration to protect our democracy. Hey, you mistake. They be am say one life. Akabako. Now this one life you protect here. Kwasiafo this National Pigs Party, what they would do to you people. The NPP, they will change their name, they will change their colors. They are the same criminal pigs. Don't underestimate them. Nana Kunedu Ajima Rollins in 39,991 ewa Shanti region. Omutam NDC number anom de amana na Kunedu. Omutam NDC number anom de amana na Kunedu. Ni agent regional, yes sir. Ni agent regional because original for MPP original Nana Kunedu agent in your MPP for. The NPP gave Nana Kunedu agents in the Ashanti region. Intuko police station, Apalu agent, Odike agent, Ekuyadonko agent. Any Nana Kunedu agent. There are about 7 agents against 1 NDC agent. I'm asking you a simple question. The EC official will calculate the numbers, give the numbers to NDP. NDC didn't raise the issue. The rest will all say, yeah, there is a problem. What are you going to do? Those are the nitty-gritties. Those are the detailing. I keep telling you, on say NDP back contested, they know what they are doing. And Tom Metina Radio so, oh, you have a plan. Plan in here. Now, I'm going to show DB. We didn't quite see a full witchy. On best say Bukuna Mamoreba, who Bukuna same way. I'm show my DB. Now, Messiah, we don't need the EC nonsense. Let's move on. Yeah, but about 1 hour to do some other social media stories. Mr. P, I think we're good, right? We don't need the EC videos. We just have to move on. Yeah, we've been able to clean this up. Mr. P. That I did I'm show Ashanti regional. Where Ashanti region in Kwao, and the whole Ghana. Ashanti region, almost 47 constituencies. Yakika Nina Bob, Nana Kunedu, and 40,000. Don't underestimate. Meaning, other regions, Nana Kunedu, Nana Kunedu, a MPP affiliate. Apalu, MPP affiliate. If you don't go into Ashanti region in Guanyu, only Ashanti region, 40,000. Almost swa NDC vote in Yaba Nana Kunedu. Yeah. All right. Now, young Quenim, eggy gim. Assembly, as I'm Cassia, the other kind of saying. Assembly, you know, say, yes, say, I mean, tika grandson of my castle will want some, and yes, sir, we did a bit of temper bending. Your election time, answer your bet twice, no. Also, Biati, as I said, John Mahama also win elections, no, because John Mahama ebe winning. we're still live on Loud Silence TV. My name is Kevin Taylor. My producers are called The Ghost Team. You're still watching With All Due Respect extended version. We're streaming live across the world on TV. Search for Loud Silence TV on Multi TV. We're also live on Facebook. We are live on YouTube, Loud Silence TV. With All Due Respect is our official Facebook page. Our affiliates tonight are cross-posting the show live. Benjamin Wayo Mahama's platform tonight, they're live. NDC TV are picking us live on Abu Joseph Yamin's platform this evening. They're cross-posting the show live. Kevin Taylor, my official Facebook page tonight, we're live. Ghana News Thread, these guys are all cross-posting the show live on Facebook. We're also live on radio. If you have any Google device, go to the Google Play Store or Android device, go to the Google Play Store and download Loud Silence Radio. You can listen to us live right now. If you're driving, you're at work, you're busy, you can listen to us on radio. Also, Apple users, go to the App Store and download Loud Silence Radio. We are all over the place, 22 African countries, including Ghana. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the second segment of the social media segment. Now, it's about a year, Confonochi. Anochi convoy. I shot a movie. Now, Asamoah say a Hill Cath project facing setbacks due to depreciation of the city. So I before Munyimasum Namuntie. Yes, say, or 2 4 said is not a piao. Onana na mecha nche hine Kevin Taylor maba odo mecha asantini bia mampo hine piao wabo mu netemu na na medo odo mecha onana bia because unim se onana no dodo mu nyansa che omo asantefo ahemfo bantama hine piao nana yesena nse de weja asase ton obodo ompem so ompem asem papa asantefo ma now asem ni nyina ne se so abefo mu ntie brofo no bakwaifo anyanchirem kwabre eye busuantokwafo yes see Hill Confonochi project a O2472 nana ebetena dwam ede ne nsato ne nsayem awia form ede ne bo etwitwi form ema wiase ene asanteman se yenjeje consequence yenjeje consequence nkakra consequence nyanshi I gave it there nana de ne bo betwitwi form eyi ne ntoma ebebu nkotodwe bubu ntwer Infantini ka se ebu ntwera na yesa okotodwe mienu no egu form ena obi kan no obu atre infantifo ne are de oboa se ebu ntwer ana ibu atra enti otumfo eba bedwam ebebu atwer na obu ntwer jesa na bu nkotodwe onti infanti Jimmy ayen ye infantifo ya asefo ye frɛ Mansamusa na asefo nyem ye frɛ Mankesim Mansamusa na asefo ebinye ayen otumfo bu atwer obu ntwer Ochre Ghana fo nyina bu nkotodwe ne bukitwi fom eyi ne ntoma bo ne ti eka se radie asantemanie ye pese Confonochi gina ne naso ena ye nyina ye baaye ene agigi sika nkakra na otumfo se ope 10 billion ana na say 10 get me the right now otumfo se yenjiji 10 consequence a ne nkodu $10 billion ana 1 billion na ese mon kan kire me mbese ma no befom time otumfo bejeje eka se nyina nyi kakra na yefa mbesi Confonochi nye ne yene yefa me plaster no na saying 10 billion and I say 1 billion no so per 10 billion do ana hey Mr. P get me the right figure I don't want nana some dey make am ana pese bibia fenchim $10 million $10 million no otumfo se ope aben de yejeje kakra yehu etitirifo mu ye dwuma asantefo oh mami your friend saying Julie J and I friend saying mami opama de obi adon wasantememi obeyi sika twitwiri die de manana na meni age se utie maame na sema ono sebio wanko school da nanso onyame afa de so ahira nipa bebre afa nipa adwuma ene oba santememu ni Ghana bebre a eye maame your friend Julie Ju da bi o yes I friend Julie J and I friend saying oh mumbo di ncheme Uni J wa fam ketesia mrantie omo pam school ntade maami kana asem na wutia tum se oba tampa wa boa no ho school de wanko ne kese so ma na adwene ye adwuma ende de dia tese Uni J oye adwuma obeyi sika edima otumfo se nana faka sika no ho na ye ntumi nya Confonochi ye na sebio da chi bi beba na me Uni J mini ho na bia na wo so ni ho a ye nchiri ma enya bebi akoyede akonya omo ayarsa ye jeje nkakra ebeduru pempenso bi ne ebeka kire yese sika no ya gigi mom na tiles ye de betare Confonochi no tiles ye crefra brochire one district one factory okrum ha yankra na Ghana yama one district one factory bi anya tile ni bi tiles ni bi and ye call Turkey and otumfo man instruction say yanko Turkey otumfo ka say yanko Turkey and ye dis sika kakra consequence nyash no consequence na yagege consequence ne kakra ro and ye tu ye fa nsuo so call Turkey na do dan kwaku for so we be one district one factory ye tiles wo Ghana and otumfo say yanko Turkey ni yanko for tiles ye de betare conformation na say shotanga emu aye ya tetea story na we free chire ba no inchire munti na ye beduru ha ya tetea and ye say yes tiles na ye de betare conformation abeka tema me de na first de minim say say ope sebi otumi a otumfo na ntokwasi okasa do bia koma banim otumfo kura tumi kwa brochire na wakasa na bibia ye tiles beka tema otumfo ntuma fruit kufo de say tiles na ye media edu tema na ye ma tiles ne ma ye didim and ye say tiles ye di free Turkey otumfo tiles obeko tema port na container sisi ho otumfo tiles into obi have to be fan nsanka tiles ya yentumi sanfa nko Turkey and tiles ya yentumi nyi because ya chrogu ho otumfo tiles 80 ot and tatar ho otumfo tiles and tiles free Turkey de esi tema port oja ko jaihwe minuti e ni problem jaihwe de kokko foforo ye didim and ye 1000 ye yibi ye de abakuma ase ye de be de ye koto cement ni nyina 10 million musika bi o ni nyina sika nya otumfo accounts mu sebio ore na ye signatory ye gigi ni nyina on sign ansa na ye yi and otumfo yi sika bi and ye de ko fa tax free crime etenkran and ye fa tipa truck ye ni anu mosifo ye omo truck ye alaji gurisemu omo tipa truck atintin ye so mosifo ye na omo dem de chen kran and omo ko fa tax kakra si so and de ba santimemu tax ibeduru ya afa ye hu se mesin bi atare da ho de tax tare enti atena sia na ebuza se na nyas consequence na consequence ye gigi ye no ye ntumi nya konfo chia na de abetire se yesi dollar no ahode ne wo fom ama sika na otumfo gigi sika puduo no eswate se otumfo gigi a beduru se ala dollar no esokwaso na sika na ahode na ba enti yesi no problem ni nyina no konfo no china ye ntumi nya no eye dollar na ahode ne wo soro dollar na ekoso na siri na ahode ne ba fom enti se ebetuma ye konfo no china hi konfo no chino e che dollar na ba fom ye na enye and you go one chino ye dollar no e go 20 ready ya go Ghana. Oh no me see bro fuda me kind of injejemu no you see se bia dollar na kwosoro no akasi di no ama sika ya jeje no kwense nyaashe no sika na otumfo ajeje ojeje di puduo dollar ne kwosoro penalty puduo no so atia ba paduo don say puduo eni sika kese o nti asante timi me church asante mu akire wa fe wo sen tie ye kase sika puduo hey Mr. S, I won't say this one. Mr. S, don't put words in my mouth. Mr. S, hey, you people on the platform warn Mr. S, I'm not going to say this one. Now ya kase sika puduo so wagigi sika adaka ma edise Cecilia Dapaah nuane wuye na oja sika adaka Paul be me Paul onkanu kura Paul alo chiro bawu Paul die o Cecilia Dapaah nuane e no wuye e no oja adaka bi e no oja 7,000 tumu e na adaka no so boy Cecilia Dapaah kunu ni kunu wuye ni na wusu no for wuye no ni nuane wuye no e na nkota adaka no e de be Cecilia Dapaah fie e na adaka de MSS give me that video e na adaka no esiwo e na Cecilia Dapaah onim de wadaka ni mpo e na okọ Cecilia Dapaah ho e na o ma na ngwa mudi ye inti adaka ni sika no Cecilia Dapaah 25 million no e ye ni nu adaka a ejapa be se wo Paul ubewu uye nipa boni no kan kure inti you see he come for not no as far as $1 no was ready ntumi nye so amefo anyanchirem be kwai he come for not no otumfo ene da no o see $1 na ho de ne wosoro e basa na sika puduo no sa asantini ka se puduo na se sika no etem te se mampon hina bomu eno no etese kora anate etese kuduo puduo etese eye etese eye pot udun sa hyema kukuru ne we gold ene e fa ne sika puduo sa wahwe Canada sika sunsum sa sika sinsu no akacha ne apacha omko hu gold no ene ne fe ne sikapudio udu nse hyema a okata wani ubeyi na ye gold na ye sikapudio otumfo se sesia na omutumi gigi sikapudio na beduru sei dollar ne ba pada hwim na ba sikapade inti esa na eho ate ahode ne ba fom inti ese as far as dollar ne ba fom no he comfort no chine otumfo gigi sika ne ntumi nye we be ma kasa we be ma utiedua kasa ni ahwe so be ma mesi di so ye be ma no on kasa ye say as far as dollar ne was so nko da ye ntumi nye ene da ho no inti ye twen ma dollar na ba fom mesu bi di mani bubu ye no dollar no endu December na edu 22 inti ye say he convert in the che mahama na ne ba di ade ne du ne de e kire mahama na ene be ye inti we de mi chirichiri ma kire do so ye be ma no on kasa when your friend say we need the hope ani ebo yem de oso ye be ma no de oso on de na no den ne ni den on kasa ye say dollar ne ba form an ye be ye dollar ne ba form de en de piaw saa ne de be ko dollar ne ba form de en de piaw saa de bia piaw dollar ne ba form de ba form ko ade a ye betumi si eye he confo no chi no enti Mr. Otumfo sorry Otumfo said Mr. Otumfo said to or say memfa entum anim me nuanom asantefo ye ne ayesum sikedwa se sia de bibia ne duru ye twen ma dollar no aba form dollar ne ba form a ye betumi amasika na ada ne sikapodio muma yenko enim do e be ma no nkasa na me besa me busa wu enti asante ahemfo mo asante memu omuntumi insist say aban we mbie numerous hospitals nana and sometimes no sanyoma say no etumi disturb me kakra o because I ask myself say enti asante fo ahemfo bebre no they cannot one day come out and tell the government say ombie sewia ombie kumewu afare what is wrong? Can they just do that? Like they are insisting say week we are buying MBS. What is wrong? What is going on? The biani pe wu asante memu say moa hospitals siwo and hospitals. What is our problem, my friends? We are not even supposed to be talking about he confornochia sikapudio swati. There are hospitals that we can insist say are buying MBA. Yet down what here for 8 years are buying say MBA hospital that didn't NDC for the CA. Aden. Media be soldier. I'm a shame queen. We be catching some in this year. Young queen. We are kakayana. Yenra galamsey mukakra. Now the question we are all asking and say, and yeka galamsey wunsem every part of the nation. The obetiani say galamsey. Now there's one thing we've not asked. How much have we put into the fight against galamsey since 2017? Sika saying na yede akoshe galamsey fight nim. And the question is, what can we show for that? Swamifo, Bekwaifo, Asenkrigwa, Anyenchirim, Kwapia, 9 miles, Bumfa, Eyedien, Fantinyan Kumasi, Ayodo. Eya pija, eya hu, eya flawo, eya takrade, banchiase, eya bogoso, eya sunyain, enye sunyain, eya bono brekum, eya jankruma, eya pija, eya yeji, eya bole, bamboy, eya wale, eya Ghana, eya Fanti New Town, eya Awona New Town, eya Nyankumasi, eya Mankesim. Me bese me busa a simple question. Say saying that you spending from 2017 till date and another Dan Kweku Fuad say he's putting his presidency on the line to fight galamsey. You are asking a simple question. Sika saying now call the fight against galamsey and what has been the outcome, the results, and no enemy busa. Over $30 million spent quarterly on galamsey committee. Yes, see, Oba parliamentar MPP4 at the committee be so no moshe galamsey so. Every 3 to 4 months be almost spending $30 million. Joe Wise way. Onyankopon hu. Yes, Joe Wise nya kumayare na nsia okoye heart surgery ko. Mo bewu 11 mo. Joe Wise ya pana kumemo. Obesa betra parliament abeye ye Joe Wise hwehia na ne bo hase bo no bewu. Ai. Joe Wise, Okoye had surgery a few weeks ago. I mumbusa so way. Message Joe Wise or the parliament and fan who yatina kuma. Joe Wise na make catch them. The car says the Chiman South for now. You kuomono omi armed robbers. Joe Wise. Okoye heart open heart surgery. On an Amgana obu nanzia. Mo ya kan sama udi min sama ye nim ya catch them mo betima tena kromo. Mesi mumbusa Joe Wise. Mumbusa sa no so ko parliament be. Ya ko pa na kumem. Uni sika parliament tuaye. We mo. Mumbusa Joe Wise say, journalists, I'm asking you people, you go and ask Joe Wise. We me mam homework, me mam story, mu nyina mu twa. Na mu nim story. Mo just put grow mu concept na mo ye. Mumbusa Joe Wise say, recently, Okoye open heart surgery. Parliament tua saying, more taxes they do to Joe Wise, the open heart surgery, more taxes. And $100,000 oh. And $200,000 oh. And $300,000 oh. And for Mr. Mumbusa say, Sika send you to a open heart surgery, Joe Wise, more taxes near the Koreano. See a four. Oh, Yanabakacha will say, oh, the Techiman South people. Oh, hello. Can you hear me? Do we commiserate with people who are armed robbers? Was say we a taxpayer Sikano at the Aquacoya open heart surgery. Kwasia. Journalists for Chamumbusa and aid and say, Kevin Taylor is spreading some rumors that Joe Wise just went for an open heart surgery. Bronyako pana kumemu. Nancy Anko, ya the Ghana for taxpayers Sikani to Mumusan is saying. Hey, Mama Baku abisim to end Kakura Hamubu from Bakuntokwa. Hey, Mumuni Musa will be dream. Mo be. Me say, Mumusa Joe Wise, we hear about galamsey na Asamoah Gyan. Joe Wise acquire open heart say yako pada kumem me minim hospital oye no minim doctor oye no operation no and on nam Ghana or the musika le tuaye Mumusa say how much did it cost, how much did we spend on him pay na origin or the yeden ewi ajantra force and safo muni sika mpa mo behwe mo ho na mo te Ghana for na Ghana mo ku Ghana for munim dia minim me say ochina mo kobusa na me say me boa Monko busa Joe Wise. Ochina mo kwasi afom kwetena radio so amubusa. Joe Wise Kevin Taylor say udin. Oso na nse ehia on ball bo obewu. Oso akoye open heart surgery. Obusu afo dim say obewu. Kevin Taylor na eka. Oso okoye no wo eye Dubai. Na onka say meboa. Na men chire Joe Wise ne medical records in chire or the musika $500,000. Yes. Parliament the demand. Kwasiafo into me see hospital from Yenana Bafuako to time. I use £700 at the National Pigs Party. Ebesi ne. I want to miss one hospital. Kwasiafo we catch say the future. Naka Joe Wise nke heart hospital Ghana say cardio hospital Ghana. Ka Joe Wise ko be kwa buruchiri $500,000. Akopa na kumem kwasia. Omote parliament nkwasia for my say nwan. Ye kan bibia kire mo a sikadie ne nkwasia de ne jantra ko job 600 nim. Condom ngwa ejimifo. Munyina mo be wusa mmoa because munnim nyansa. Ye ka healthcare. Hwajima medu no hu fi bi obedi health minister. No akofa COVID-19 edrofun bi no da be wo Ghana for kwasia we ni nam Ghana obi anku ni ntontwene ye unim the consequences of what Ajimamedu did nkwasia fo nam Ghana se ensa fa tumi ma omo Joe Wise if you're a man say thing na me kire wade me do medical reports ni abeto abontene me say I'm at parliament and he titan time bi ye kunipa or say hello video no way. Hello, do we commiserate with people who have armed robbers? Kwasia also and wakumati. But the moment ya nyoma bia mechire mo Ghana hono mono. We the mami komenim. Ba ko bia besimitrim akwa Joe Wise way.
Were you a bit disappointed that the president did not even speak at all about the people who lost their lives in the Techiman South constituency?
I think that it is not fair for people to refer to an event without going back. What happened?
should the president just talk about if a criminal is shot, he's shot, the crime does not matter? I beg to differ. What happened? The president should stay out. Let the...
Kwasia. Iti obi said it is a small M. Hey, most of the can say, your wife it is a small M. It is a small M. Ampo, we should it ampa aquality motion it. Wakwa open heart said you or the musika taxpayers money and you're on the bottom sika or Pomakas or on the bottom sika. $500,000 and one of the China Parliament in the Chiamano. Your wife is not about to make a chance or the bottom sika and acquire heart surgery. No. Oh, fui. Maybe come back could be fu. Okay, I mean keep it red. My charge me person come and catch a move and I be a move. And look at that time crab. And look at it, Utikwa Uba Kungo. Because I've won a video which we name the MPP for Bayable. Moment Galano so Gala. It's the question I was asking was simple. Oh, sorry. The question I was asking was simple. Mibusa say, a year galamsey fighting from 2017. How much have we spent? Because people need to answer questions. The monies we spent from 2017, BC Handeno, the monies, what did it do? Because we need to get to that point where we should be able to account for every single penny we have put into the fight against galamsey. And the wishe yensua ewo Ghana, you ask yourself, say, enti saa sika ni nyina ekohe over 2 billion. Saa sika ni nyina ekohe, where is the money? And these are some of the questions, sir. Master this more kasa say yem fighting galamsey no. One of the questions ni you first ask. So all the money that was put into the fight against galamsey, what did it do? Because we need to get results. Etinsioneni. Estope galamsey no. The monies we put into committees, into drones, into training, into galasop, into all the monies that they said we have pumped into fighting galamsey. What can we show for the monies, the taxpayers' money we took, say, yeah, they fighting galamsey? Every quarter, the committee in parliament are almost discussing galamsey, no, almost spending $30 million. This is how they use your money. The MPP is bad news. Now, there's a conversation going on now. I just say, and the Obieka say, galamsey, no, we should stop it. We should stop it. We should stop it. And me catch remo. Se panye to asantimemna so 240. Then it means say se panye to Ghana or se president ni blame no. Tie. Se panye eto kejetia. Na so 240 menshia na otia. It means the overlord of Ghana, the president, His Excellency Kufuado, se obijina eye asenkregwa e the machine esi nsuo so de was a president nete. If we say every single morning, the national security, the police head, the military head, every state institution security agent, they brief the president our security status. And let me tell you, galamsey is a national menace. It is a national security threat. And the question here is, do you want to tell me, say, Nana Dankwe Kufuado does not know, say, Yensio no say, if the president does not know, then he does not deserve to lead the people because he's not being briefed about the situation at your womb. This is a national emergency. Enti, Mate say, Nipa bebre kasa. We should fight galamsey. President should fight galamsey. Aka less than 87 days to elections. What can Ekufuado do? What can this government do? What can Bawumia MPP, what can they do? You gave them 8 years to fight galamsey. 8 years. You gave them 8 solid years to fight galamsey. Aka 86 days. You are all screaming on top of your voice. The president should do something. The government should do something. What should they do? What can they do? You want them to lie to you. Yeah. All the people screaming in Ghana say, galamsey, we need to stop it. We need to stop it. President may say, you just want them to lie to you. Realistically, you know that the fight against galamsey, the NPP government, led by Kufuor and Bawumia, they lost it. Now, and what you see near galamsey spent over 30 million, 300 million in last 3 years to fight galamsey. This was in 2023. Suhini and a Kasa way. Almost here spending 300 million Ghana cedis in the last 3 years on galamsey. The waters now the rate at which galamsey aji Ghana and the Yunsu in say no. Where did the money go? What exactly did we use the money for? Shadi BSC. Nana Dankwe Kufuor has spoken. Muye de nyina meka kire mu say the only option left for you Ghanaians is to vote NPP out. 86 or 87 days, they cannot solve galamsey. It's a lie. You are opening yourself up to be lied to. That is what I am telling you. Oh, ma ho kwan emankofo we twawotro. Wona o ma ho kwan se we Jimmy obi bo se we Jimmy. Akufo-Addo orders police and military deployment to crack down on galamsey amid calls for action. Yes, see Akufo-Addo say police for ni soldier for nko fight galamsey. He cannot fight it. From day one, we were told, say soldiers and police, the MPP government, Akufo-Addo's presidency is on the line. They are going to stop galamsey. Yet Captain Mahama MPP for Kwekubako Gabio Chedako and then now for a gange up Chema Untunomu Captain Mahama. Why? Captain Mahama was sent to a galamsey site. These people murdered Captain Mahama. They murdered him. Their friends, their companies are no more galamsey Juma. We have seen soldiers being murdered. We have seen policemen protect galamsey Chinese campings. And at this point, Nana Dankwe Kufuor said, "Osi soldier for the police for stopping galamsey." How did they stop it? How are they going to stop it? Where is the will? Saying the police ni eko wure biam ni yekuni kwa. Anything I make a child say you are allowing yourselves to be lied to. The only option you people have is to vote against the government. Kick the NPP out. Kick the NPP out because the NPP is not willing to help. They have no plans. They are not willing. They are not ready. Napo abejina wenim catcher say Montu abama eye MPP na onye day na onfa excavators 2005 no ensanfa ma omo ye illegal mining. Napo asemo bi na no kan ye no. Napo stood on public platform and Obi na no catch Ghana for say Muni bibi mo man dey mo enye yi mo ye illegal mining galamsey for no montuma eye ono ne Bawumia na omu wia 2500 excavators no omesa de amo matwa so we eye Napo we na opese obeye vice president. You think you can fight galamsey? These people cannot. These people are galamsey. They do galamsey. Na pot mi jina ni penim say 2 minti. Mo excavators ya jia tum ye ne agi ye wia. Ye de ye galamsey o baby. Inti sa motuma ya. Sa mo excavators na ye wia no. Ye be de bema mo. Way he needs to be shot in the head. He is confirming and telling people to go out there. Let me tell you. Obi o te Ghana bi o de kwasi betina TV so aka say ai. The NDC is walking around and telling people, say, so munya power, omubeyi galamsey for omuda jail na babontene. As we speak today, who is the commander-in-chief of the Ghana Armed Forces? Akufo-Addo. As we speak today, we have basically given all the powers to Akufo-Addo. If Akufo-Addo wants to stop galamsey today, he can. So why are you talking about the opposition? If Akufo-Addo wants to prove the opposition wrong, Akufo-Addo should put out a state of emergency statement on galamsey, but he's not going to do it. So at this point, whatever the opposition say, I don't care. It's the president who has access and controls all the security agencies in Ghana. The president who can just pick a pen and say, today, nobody moves an excavator. No mining goes on in Ghana. Where is the will? In this, say, I am a CSO, I am a Catholic priest, I am a bishop, I am a DN. The president should stop. The president is not going to do it. You are giving the president the room to lie to you because catch that say say Nobody can use 86 days to fight galamsey. Nobody on earth. For 8 years, in Fienwachi, 86 days, and another Dankwe Kufuado, he does not have the political will to do this. He's not ready. You people should know. Right now, the preaching should be that Muntuntia Banwe. That's the preaching. That is how we are supposed to make our statement. What else again do you want? At the end, our person, Ekufuado is not going to do it. This government, this MPP, they are not going to do it. They are the ones doing the galamsey. It is our person galamsey once a month. I also catch a Ghana for say we have failed as a for the past 8 years. You the worst state galamsey at the Ghana. You and man no. Anybody who comes out to make noise or about them. And we don't understand. And the president, those people are crazy. They know the truth. They don't want to say it. Who can use 86 days to solve galamsey problem in Ghana? They need to get out for people to come. That is how it works. Now, you see this story? I was say a chill BB. Nana Dankwe Kufuado, sorry, I'm done with him. This is the lands minister, lands and forestry minister, Abu Jinapo, or then the Shen Sasini Naso. Yakacha Abu Jinapo say, Ekufuado and yede and state of emergency and to galamsey swa. What you assume free and by or say declaring state of emergency very draconian measure. Or say adentina president and kanche obia se onjai galamsey or say any de etwa yem dodo ano ding. Omonye. The only conversation we should be having is to tia omo. There's nothing here. Bibi fufuro bi ani ho. Ni minister na ohwe ensase na ese so no. Na ni tua nsuo no, na ni tua damage no. O say ye di emra beba tare se sade we yenja no so we ne de ha adwene. So obeka say ha adwene, so oka say ha adwene na mi se ne hu wom. This is the same guy, Apiati, Nipa blow up at a say emwa. On for police investigation report, but also on yet. Abu Jinapo kwasia we you, young guy. Abu Jinapo nyini you. I'm telling you today. On for reporting bani hunipa okungana for Apiati kwasia we say on yet etia. Joy say I nim say mule et was a sofu. Eti Apiati board so kwasia for we. Minister now no she eye ensase ene agudi e wasase no CO adentina mo kasa insuo na say nipa bewu mamo nkasa yentumi mfa eye de emra tawemma atwa yem we de enye mowu sa statement we so ko sala is to aba ma MPP o ya boa o ye preko unnim nyansa so sorry na mabonte na o ya brante na o hye shirt. Some MPP ni MPP for code the chia we join na wejimi nipa na ohwe wunsuo so hwe de wunsuo aye o se emra na wo so hwe ne keten ma obi agya galamsey no se ano eden kwasia na emra ba biem ne enhye hwe o kan wie ye no me kire mo he mo amu ye de abagalamsey mo ha mo ho 86 days na ekosa nsuo abonten be si dem na e pese editi kura how many days na be di se kwasia for we solve galamsey problem na mo ho kwan mo twa mo ntro. Okay? Abu Jinapo kan wie no ne deputy Mirekuduka calls for ban on small scale mining misdirected. Abu Jinapo deputy Mirekuduka say na mo boboda mana ade na mo se emba ne galamsey any illegal mining. Sanse na mo kan de entwa ye. Minister and deputy no. Now you know is it not interesting? Mahamudu Bawumia, a sitting minister who is working for us no. Wakacha and say onja adwuma na oyene no ombe the campaign in charge of mining. Jimmy ana. Mrekudu kan ne boss ka kire say yefo yakwase anko no ha omfa mra bia ma embeto galamsey so. Ote Ghana ka kire say me MPP ni into we hia mu krum. Oh, digitalization to baba omia kwasia. Oh, free SHS into baba omia. Water is life. In Sona me bane benum na say, odo kwase agina menimo ka kire me say the future is today. What I will drink today will determine whether I will live tomorrow. Kwasia, what I will drink today will determine my lifespan. What I will drink as a Ghanaian today will determine whether I will live to see your foolish future. So if you cannot take care of what I'll drink today, you are a fool to tell me to vote for you. What I will drink today will determine whether I can walk to the ballot. Some Ghana can win in Ghana. This National Pigs Party, they don't care about human lives. They are walking around telling you, say, vote for your future. My future is what I am drinking. Water is fucking life. If I don't have anything better to drink today, why and what do you think? Why do you think I'll survive the next day to vote for such a pig? Go and fix the water problem. Fix the galamsey. The future is today. The future is now. The future is what I will drink today. The future is this water that I will drink today. So how have you been able to solve my future? And Kwasiafo party. Munyansa. Mu bebre mu MPP for mu nyan mu Jimmy mu be wuse moa mu nsua sei utwi soroku se future am de kire wo. This National Pigs Party, we have given them too much room. Anytime I say we are Ghana na we are brantie ababawa ojin say yeah town and me ye man ayemo ya kwasia your future and am de kire wo na wonsu ene wonu he. Let me show you. Now, there are so many things I can show you. MPP for our constituency no do say, my future is the water I drink. This is the water you drink. This is the water you drink. Na obia oye running mate ka kire wo say to abama me na me meto galamsey so oyo hene na wo to wo twen so no bekasa o sa o hene wo ejimifo. I'm telling you. Oyo hene na napo kan nsem we say or the excavator be man kofo abese nsuo na oyo hene tutuntuma betena say I meet you oyo hene jimifo. I'm telling you. O hene na wo to rubawu. O kuro mu wo fo nkwara o mu guo nyina bewu. Sa politician was so very impossible ba begina we nim ka kire wo say an ye the excavator be man kofo wonsu asay na wotutu ntuma we ohini jimifo wonim nyansa am kire wade we dwa am won we adwene da entimi I'm telling bishops groups munjai kasa no doso channel your energy to telling the people to vote against this government. They can't solve anything. The only way you can stop the galamsey is to kick NPP out because they will leave the forest. So when two NPP are chairman, untumi ni pamuni free wure ni tie. Say go for the free power. Untumi two chairman, untumi free wure biamu. Obe kun wura no obe kun asase no. Say ekufo the NPP free power. Galamsey we enjoy that. The only way ekufo and na galamsey we chairman untumi eye ketijemfua kweku bako eye champagne eye opon samia wukumo omo ye galamsey no. The only way they can stop and say abanya sesa. As far as they are in charge, it does not matter who is in charge. As far as say my buy no yensa sini nyina go hwe chairman untumi mo so munya another 4 years omebu asase wo Ghana nyina togu omebu nnuane nyina. The only way they will stop is when power changes. only thing that will stop Chemawun to me from destroying the water, the rivers, the vegetation, the forest, it is only when power changes. Hey, power and sa adebia MPP for the beyemono. This is the time for righteous anger. A Bishop's conference call for urgent action against galamsey. Yes, sir, Bishop of voting in our conference, or my conference, or my assembly say, this is the time for righteous anger. You will die in righteous anger. You are calling for righteous anger. Abra, somebody is deliberately destroying you, killing you and your children. You are calling for righteous anger. You see, the problem I have with religion, especially Christian religion, majority of the time, we don't even understand the religion we are in. Why are you calling for righteous anger at this point when somebody has pulled a dagger, a knife, somebody has pulled a gun and pointed it to your head? When Jesus Christ went to Jerusalem and saw people turn his father's home or house into a marketing place, he did not use righteous anger. Jesus Christ struck. He striked. He made sure that he used excessive force. What was righteous anger? Yes, now at a point he did not apply righteous anger. Jesus applied excessive force. Righteous anger. And some anyway. What the hell is righteous anger? And anger no you two types. Righteous anger no me say Yesu Kristo ekodu Jerusalem a okowura de papa asori fie na ye to chacha ajantrafo eton anoma buburo eton okpo enkofo ton konkonteni nkwasiade wo no. Yesu Kristo did not apply righteous anger. Jesus Christ applied force, and that's not just force, excessive force, because at that moment that was what was needed. You people don't understand the religion you are in. You are deceiving yourselves. You are using words to protect a politician who is going to kill generations. This statement, it encourages the NPP. Yeah. Catholic bishops, your conference, whatever, this kind of statement, and then embolden a coup for the money didn't kwasi asamono. And then NPP for Ghana for, because they've realized you are still timid. They've realized you cannot go out fully to tell the people to kick them out. In Toba, we say you people are weak. You see, the NPP, they capitalize on the weakness of people. And the Kufuor and the NPP, no one will say, more institutions now are software more Ghana. No, you don't have the balls to tell them in their face or tell the people that you know something, these people are going to kill us. Because more as software no, come catch them congregants and say, hey, yatra kuruma yanyankwara. This government almost say yes, you know, yeah, the 2 million say almost stop galamsey. Now in Sudan from baby almost picking and baby you do know what we are seeing at the end of the day. Inshra bia nim almost say ombekuye muntunti omosana nyame nipa ye. Yes, say monfa de eye de kaza de monfa ma no na monfa de nyankopon de ma nyankopon. When it is evil, let the people know the government is killing them, because the only person who can stop galamsey in Ghana is Kufuor and Bawumia. Enti onko jina sorry them and can't sorry ne mana omunum nsori wuni say aban no enya aban no, because asori na wugine ni mu preach no asem sia amanfo toto mo na headquarters fra omomfre mo na tofo no omomfre asori panyini omomfre wo sofu panyini and intina headquarters transfer wo call ho the overseer of the church and intina ye de edwuma de kase ye si asori panyini fred de sofu panyini. You oversee the church. So you should be able to be honest enough. Most of you don't understand it. You are worshiping or in this religion to please men. That is your problem. You people are using the gospel to please men. And internet, the gospel is not sharp. And internet, the gospel cannot cut through. Because when you use the gospel to please men, the gospel loses its potence or potency. So what happens? And they say the word will go, but the word will not have the impact. He told him, say, yeah, sorry, and so nipa say more, because we are basically making sure, say, we are using the word, the gospel to please men. Senka Yesu Kristo or the gospel na or the buy no or the be please o nipa anka Yesu Kristo dwuma dia nyame de man se ombe ko ntumi nye Because at a point, there were some places he could not preach, but he preached. There were some places he was not supposed to mention God's name. He did. There were some places he was not supposed to do some things that he was supposed to say. He said it because he was not supposed to please men when it was uncomfortable for men. The only way the gospel works when you force men to swallow the difficult pill. Don't make it comfortable for men, because to be able to understand what God has for you, you should be willing to understand that you need to listen to the raw truth. So one giantum se onyame asem no etwa wakumem na ebeya wo ya ansa na ka wakuma, you cannot repent. And repentance is not just enisuo. Repentance is the heart accepting that it is fallible, accepting pain through the truth. Until when to me accepting no no, the pain through no kura, you can never pierce the heart of a man. In this all so obi your worship. Na se autonyum na osu. Na se unhunu na se awonsegua. That person has connected his heart to the pain that truth is telling the heart. Into your worship autonyuma, there is a connection. That connection is that person has allowed. And until to me jina sorry no obi atwashi. Enya hunhum biao. The connection. That thing where they have allowed themselves for the hard truth to hit a spot in their life. So don't make this thing look like we are pleasing men to look relevant. No. Bishop Conference, do not please men to look right. Let men know, especially when you people have taken up the mantle to speak truth, irrespective of who is in front of you. So this should be easy. This should be easy. This should be simple. You see, sometimes any of my politicians say in sorry koso ye preach it do and so nipa say and say, because we are finding it difficult to find the part of their heart where the truth can hit. We are just brushing on their faces. They don't see the relevance of the truth. The relevance of the truth is to touch man, to change man. Truth, no kure a simple job na say. Nokre needs to touch the core, the heart of man, to change man or make man aware of his or her surroundings. In the san nokre na best san nipa na brabo and in adwene. We are making things too complex when it comes to religion. Don't complicate it. And Bishop Conference for Shiano, you tell the government we are disappointed. We are Ghanaians before being religious leaders. We all vote. We are from this region. We are from this village. The water we are seeing. We also read, we listen to the news. We were here when the government was in power. What we are seeing now, we cannot give this government another opportunity. Every Catholic in Ghana should make sure you vote against this government. That's how it works. So the next government comes. That's the Catholic conference for Saba. Na government say obey we no anye. Na the same Catholic conference for because say nobody will rise up against that. But today, Asamoah Gyan pressure omunombe opening prayers. Asamoah precast. Asamoah pressure omubenim president. Asamoah perse president bombe day party. Asamoah pressure politician embra masori. Enti Asamoah have become slaves to power. So we cannot speak the truth. That is our problem. So what's the idea? When you see men of God, people who sing or worship through songs, especially preachers, in countries where everybody is well-to-do, they are able to cut through the word. You know why? Because they don't owe people in power favors. And when it comes to religion, you need to understand. So you need to be honest. I'm not spiritually inclined. Mean to me, my 5 Bible quotations, but I know when somebody wants to deceive me or take me away from the favor of God, I see it, I know it, and I'm very cautious about that. I don't pray for long, I pray for favor and I pray for life. That's it. I'm not too complex. I don't even want to be too religious. It will worry me. I want God to see me as a human being, that his favor will always guide me. I don't always remember to pray. I only remember to pray when I'm in deep shit. It shows that I understand I am fallible. And to do not be walking around and making it look like you can. Let the people know the truth. Now, Sasha, dear, Christian Council. there should be a total ban on galamsey. Who has the right to ban galamsey in Ghana? Is the president, is the vice president, is the NPP government. At this point, you people have gone to so many locations, galamsey, so at this point, the Christian Council should be telling Ghanaians vote against this government. They cannot continue. Why are you now saying there should be a total ban? Because the Christian Council leadership went to galamsey's site. Did anything improve? No. So why are you saying there should be a ban? You are supposed to tell the people to vote against them. So you are the most hypocritical group of ignorant old men. More da Ghana for you people or more banker, more politicians. You go to a location, you find that most of the places you visited a few months ago, they were doing galamsey. As we speak, it is worse. So why do you come back and say there should be a total ban? You should tell the people to vote against the leader. Vote against the government in power. Why are you now coming back to where you started? You are being hypocritical. You are not being a good man of God. You people are evil. You have moved away from the gospel. You are ashamed of the gospel today. And God will be ashamed of you and He will turn His back at you people. Because you people are not doing the word of God. You are doing politics. There should be. Who are you talking to? Huh? Yatiana moko mpaye ewo galamsey site. Intina enono. What was the relevance of your trip looking at galamsey site? What was the relevance? Besides, what? Besides, forget them. Messiahs, you want me to tell them what Jesus told the prophets, right? Me team say I should share something with you guys. Namunhu de Yesu ekatre the prophets, and then we'll move to another thing. And the more echo that lane, Mamatias say, when we sit here not just to talk politics, but we want you to know why we are here. When you read Matthew 23, 13 to 15. 7 woes on the teachers of the law and the Pharisees. These are words Yesu Christo ekaye. Let me tell you, and this goes to the Christian Council, the Peace Council. Catholic Bishops Conference for them. You people don't read your Bibles, and these are the words of your master, Jesus Christ. And I quote 13. Woe to you, teachers of the law and Pharisees, you hypocrites! You shut the door of the kingdom of heaven in people's faces. You yourselves do not enter, nor will you let those enter who are trying to. And I quote, these are words from Jesus. Okay, Matthew 23, 13 to 15. Woe to you, teachers of the law and Pharisees, you hypocrites! You shut the door of the kingdom of heaven in people's faces. You yourselves do not enter, nor will you let those enter who are trying to. 15. Woe to you, teachers of the law and Pharisees, you hypocrites! You travel over the land and sea to win a single convert, and you have succeeded, and when you have succeeded, you make them twice as much a child of hell as you are. What you say? Jesus say, mo achirechirefo ene mo abonefo ene mo amoti asasi so Jesus say, mo you shut the door of the kingdom of heaven in people's faces. Ose mo asofo de bia na ma monsa say Asamoah Gyan onyame sebio ne pono ana ne dom ana se eye osoro ahimemu epono kese no mutumi hwe mo hu nipa enim na maka atum ewo nenim mo a eye osoro ahimemu no a munkobi ena omuso omubo mo modern aba ejane nchen ewo osoro ahimemu no mo nso mo bre omase se omu hu kwan no mo asofo mo ensem trofo sorry mo ensem kafo mo nyamia afremofo, mo Christian Council, mo Catholic Bishops Conference, mo asofo religious leaders, mo etumi manipa dwen say omuni eho kwan se omobeko onyame dein onyame fie mo a mo nkobi ena mo so a mo mpene ema omo bo mo ho modern kakra se omobeko no omo so ehu onyame fie. You are false prophets. Now uko eye 15 na or say, teachers of the law and Pharisees, you hypocrites, you travel over the land and sea to win a single convert. Or say, more fake prophets, Christian Council, Catholic bishops, dien mutu kwan ewo wiase afanye nyina eko wini anase mutumi eko sakra nipa baako pe mutumi tu kwan akese mutumi fa nsuo so efa wiem etu kwan tu bata etumi kofa ni eko sakra nipa baako na mukɔ na sesebio ekoye ma mo na munya nipa baako ma ne sakra na madani nipa no akwa sebio ne nko adie ma na oyɛ ne nyoma na oyɛ ne tibia na otim mo saa sesa nipa no kura ma ne beye de eye obonsam hu nipa. Or say, you people, you make them twice as much a child of hell as you are. Almost say nipa na mututu kwan efu planes efu eye de ships eko sakra omumu baako no mo saa de omo ba fia na madane omo abonsamfo na mama musuban no asɛe na mama nyoma ayedin na mama bibia sebio na omodwen se ebia omopese omugyae no na mama mokura asɛe mo madane omo embonsam etesemwa. You people see evil, you turn around and you tell us we are evil. Onyankopon asɛm na meka kyerɛ mo de montsana na munjimi mo ho obia bebo ni nkuro. Now Mrs. my catch us a poor boo da. Now I can't why be about 82. Now my mention this is quite interesting. Yes, it's small scale miners. And me be a small scale miners will be a press conference. And on press conference, most are small scale miners got a Caribbean catching mugum. Most some of you allow these criminals to be doing galamsey. Majority of you people, they are using your licenses to do illegal mining in Ghana. Majority of you, these small scale miners, a Caribbean case serious and catching mugum. Majority of you people, you are criminals, most small scale miners. Mona, most so politicians so MPP for so because some buy and mona mo direct you how to go secure license and all that. Politicians some galamsey no money idea biao. Some of you small scale miners, you people, mona mo direct you how you get a license, how you do this thing, how mona mo direct you. Yes, it's small scale miners burn galamsey equipment on River Mankraso in a half one. How many chamfines can you burn as a small scale miner? Somebody can just use a pen. The president can just use a pen. Every galamsey site in Ghana will stop working. Now, what small scale miner, how many machines can you burn? More bottom. Let's say, you small scale miners in Ghana, speak the truth. Mon can't change for some tuntia by no more chamfine. Now, such chamfine when the boy saying, Sam machine with the boy saying. Now, how many of you can burn? Omo bumokumo, one try na here. More president or what for 8 years. Omo tina crow so 8 years. Omo the soldiers and the police are protected from 4 DC is more to work catch them some shit as a obi machine. Omo be bomb trimutuo somewhere Jimmy. Mo pese mo protect mo small scale mining legitimate one na mo ye no muntu aban no na aban bi mbra emma embra kese na protect mo na mo boa emma politicians ye illegal mining MPP politicians omo ye illegal mining na small scale legitimate small scale miners omo no mo direct omo ka jam se mo ye we dia o na ewura ha omo no mo direct omo abeduru ha. Now Shade, the impact of galamsey. Ghana may soon import water if galamsey is not stopped pediatric society, the Ghana Pediatric Society. So the Pediatric Society of Ghana has warned that the country is on the brink of a water importation crisis if the illegal mining activities known as galamsey are not immediately halted. Where the pediatric go say pediatric for almost say almost share a nipa akumansem any nipa yare anamebwa and pediatricians almost general besides break it down anamebwa almost say year insuo na ye nom no almost catch the Ghana for nyina say enche ye be kra nsuo. Into omo ka kire mo montena Ghana na monye the president, the government should put a ban, the government should stop. Mon kan kire Ghana for so mutunti aban no. Embre bi beba we mu no hwe nkwara. Okay, thank you very much pediatricians. Okay, omo no hwe nkwara. We mu no hwe nkwara yare. Thank you very much for the correction. Omo no hwe nkwara yare mu mpom oba yare so for the pediatrician na onhwe sa kwara yare bia ha na omo de eba nkwara yare ehwemu a omo de omeboa wo. Aha. Almost say enkwara doctors say ya ma yeni anko ho na ya nka nkire aban we na yentu omo a almost say ya tu entia MPP aban a ye beto nsuo na enche bia nsuo bekwa atwe ye ma bewu ye da hote ye the government should put a ban on galamsey. Vote against the government that is doing galamsey. Ghana ye Jimmy. This National Pigs Party omo Jimmy. Now, Monsan Shadie. Omo mastati ka Ghana hunsem eye galamsey hunsem. Omo maka asemana toma kumem atomitrim a me hunso munim nyansa pa eye sankofui. Poisoned rivers. Fishermen accuse President Kufuor of inaction as galamsey destroys water bodies. Omo moka galamsey hunsem wo Ghana nyina sa fishermen we omo no munim nyansa pa. Yeah. Omo ka galamsey ena aban no ena sag fisherman we mu no omokopu we omo nimnyansa chen mu nyina sa nkwasiafo TV so keka ena aban no mu they have been direct omo se Kufuor e wo se blemu mu no nimnyansa apofu ona wokopu ye nuanom fa we onko obekwa hwe no onko primary kra o onimnyansa chen kwasia na oti news file say o ka brofo. These are people who are directing the message to who is responsible. Message no eye Kufuor ba omia eye aban no. We need to blame Kufuor and vote against MPP. Enti uti oma nyansa sama omo kan bi ne muntie nyansafo. What Ghana na Jimmy.
Afala ankwa. Iboda. Afala ankwa. Iboda. Afala ankwa. Iboda. Yine ya afalofo. Yine ya sma. Yine esopra.
All of us standing here are fishermen. We are currently standing at the estuary where the Pra River meets the sea at Shama. The galamsey activities have increased and this is affecting our fishing work. The journalists in this country have been talking about it, yet there are no actions. Look at the color of the water now. The fishermen do not get fish because the water has been polluted.
IGP and Sana Sojani Payina Odano on one no one the man which wrote today. Why am I follow Yalukum? It's a why I come across airport. You want my room? You want my room? Yenu sume biena wako unyashe na teje nsuya na chede nsu no akwa akogbo april oya chemicals so say dey nsu bo otoya ntogbo fra baka nsu num. The
sea is now full of chemicals. This has caused the fishes to disappear. We heap all the blames on the president, his vice, the IGP and the commander of the army for all this. We are in our fishing season, but when we go, we return with empty nets.
Yes, sir.
The country cannot progress if we continue to do this. We are pleading for the galamsey to be halted so we can take care of our family. This is our pension. We don't have anything else.
Joy News, Erastus Asaridonko's report. Straightforward. You blame the people in charge. Wabo IGP, wabo president, wabo vice, wabo Mona Moshe. This is not we want the government. This is not a government thing. It's specific. We omuye juma din ko eposo ko penam kakraba beton. We mu neto abama nkwasiafo we about power. And the omo kasa yesi omu nko school da. Kwasiafo tinkran. They are insulting them infantifo nkwasiafo shamafo. We mu no mkoji omu vote. Na o catch papa we say o de ne babako free SHS. Na ejuma oye edididi edibihwe ne market omu ni SHS na ebede no survive. Insu a obenom no wase no na do kwase aka kire papa we say ai mema ne complain about insu na ase no na de ne babako free SHS o ya boa won kran o ya kwase papa panyini bebia ne mfie duri o se wo de ne babako free SHS enti ejuma wa ye fiti ne nkwara abrem de ahwe de busua ema ne bana beduru SS no ejuma no ugu no insu na obenom na wanya pomudin kakra no insu no o se no na kwase obi ada de babako free SHS Obiana nebako a nursing training. We need to solve the basics. In Tinkerese Ghana for Kratieba Omia with Jimmy. We need to vote against the NPP. These are pigs. National Pigs Party. Omon Gini. Senka sa National Pigs Party we Omon Gini Ghana for one. And Kombe Jai do Muyina campaign Kombe Jai. They will make sure. Say galamsey we na omo story. But Omon can watch hey. A whole communicator of the MPP upon the media channel ni nyina hwe the MPP communicator betina TV so ka hwe o say I don't think our water bodies have gotten murkier. Your friend Amado Daku said the picture na no afo uhu na ise sisire the nufu etare ne sisi me say picture on my shop on my bright no uhu na ise unim sisire Obiena no ka wo TV so say oh ensuo na mu hu ne de oni de ohun ni say ensuo na ni ase we o say body tiri mutuo o kasama ba omia MPP oba tan na nya politics na ma wa ya aboa enya politics na ma wa ya preku a enya kwasia bra bi na wabɔ na mbema ne wa wo say otwe a na nka wo hu ensuo we na da nka wo say oba na osu na so say akokoba no ka wo say wo yam hye ma no aboa funu omo hu tan hwe nkwasia de ma o ka because of politics omu obia so obia jimi hwe oba ho tantan bi otewo o se nsuo no hu ni se nsuo de ni asei na nka masama ne se onom mu bon kwase ajantra wo se nwan o gina ho na hu ni physical ase sisire unim sisire be sisire hu ni nanso ase sisire because of politics because ye jimi because yen kan yentina power inti nsuo ni kuya we hu nsuo ni kwa so hu ye impreko mawe etete Ghana say politics inti we di obatem we de na ye oba de na mane hu nyansa o nipa sa sisire we nsuo ni de aye no so hu ye nsuo ni enseye politics inti oh lord me say yetena kroma me ka kire say Cecilia Dapaah.
Let's get to the story. So this is the man. Now, let's get to the stolen money or the missing money or whatever it is. Okay. So no, we won't start with 800, please. Let's start with the lower one, please. Yes. Okay. So this is the first amount of money missing. 200,000 United States dollars. It was in a bag. $200,000 in a bag belonging to Cecilia Dapaah. $200,000 in a bag belonging to Cecilia Dapaah was tampered with. Let's move on. 300,000 euros in a bag belonging to Mr. Osaikofo, Cecilia Dapaah's husband, and her business was also in a bag inside the room. Okay. Jewelry in a container was also in the room, and it was also tampered with. The big one. Yes. No. The big one. This one. $800,000 in a wooden box with a padlock in front of it. $800,000 in a wooden box with a padlock in front of it. Now, the alarm came when the padlock was seen to have been broken. It's not in the safe. It's like all of this was in the house.
Paul.
$800,000 with the padlock in it. Okay.
Oh,
$800,000 is for a man. Okay. That's the controversial matter. Now, the $800,000 was reported to the police and described to belong to Cecilia Dapaah's brother. We'll get you the details of who the brother is, what he does, where did he get $800,000 from. We'll get you the details of who the husband is, what he does, where did he get $300,000 from, as is on the charge sheet. And then Cecilia Dapaah, we all know what he does. We can raise the question. Where did you get your $200,000 from? We can raise that question. We will raise that question tonight. But here, this $800,000 is controversial. Why? Because it doesn't belong to Cecilia Dapaah and her husband. It doesn't belong to them. The $800,000, according to what Cecilia Dapaah wrote to the police, which is in the charge sheet right now as I speak to you, you get the charge sheet, it is there. And it was written months ago. It is for her brother, who died, unfortunately, at age 60. Before the brother died, she had given this amount of money to their mother.
Hey, Paul!
The mother should keep the money because he was going to use it for an enterprise. I'll show you the brother's profile, and you know what you will see what he does, and then Paul, you can understand, and you can make your own decision whether he could have $800,000 or not. People in Kumasi know him very, very well. Okay, so that money was given to Cecilia Dapaah's mother before the man died. When the man died, Cecilia Dapaah's mother called her and said, "Your brother's money, the one he gave me for the purpose of," I'll show you the purpose as I talk the story. "For the purpose of XYZ, it's still with me. I think I should hand it over to you for safekeeping." Hey! So Cecilia took the money with the consent of the other siblings. The consent and concurrence, if you like. Sure. With the consent and concurrence of the other siblings.
Consent and concurrence.
Okay. So now the money is with her.
Okay.
Then her mother, who gave her the money, also unfortunately passes. And those who know Cecilia Dapaah know that she had two funerals almost close to each other. Her brother and her mother. Everybody went to Kumasi for it. President was there.
Paul.
So when her mother died, this was still with her. And it was given to her with the consent and concurrence of her brothers. So once this was tampered with, how was she going to inform the other brothers that our brother's money that was given to me has been stolen? She was going to suffer a family integrity crisis.
Paul said Cecilia was going to suffer from a family integrity crisis. And it's 800,000. Hey, Paul, be woo me. Nyanko pon ni Paul be woo. So or see, she was going to suffer from family integrity crisis. FIC. Cecilia was going to suffer from family integrity crisis. FIC. Inti, I was a sikaro, a shadakum, and a nipani edisikari jar no on wu. Nipani sikari de wu, the odijan lusu, and a bedis about it is no trace. Almost on your will, Bia. Paul, God, Yamibu Paul, we did papa. My pong. It's exactly 8:18 p.m. I'll see you tomorrow. Near discussing Ghana. Be good. God bless you. God bless me. Cheers. Remember to vote for John Mahama. He's going to cancel a year sport betting tax. That's no. Obey you for any trap better. You be doing easy near GSK. John Mahama Eddie a year Women's National Bank. Eba. Remember in Banyina ebitumako G loan. We get today sebi okwa in Simunia kitikiti bi ewia say Ghana nyina obitumako baby akwa G loan. Ewa Women's National Bank. Uye kweni swa John Mahama bibi a friend a farmer service center and uye kuku kweni uye anka kweni udia a cashew udia a nkati a tomatoes a ginger ni nyina nse afi so na se obe ba bidua wa bana anase we dua bana enu aso akọ farmers a service center no omo tractor ho omo air seedlings ho omo fertilizer ho omo insecticide omo pesticide okwa ni nyina be ma obi omo bejuwe food so ama omo dua omo wia na ma calculate ato ho utwa odua ba no ana utwa onwoma de wie na woton a unya na odu sika na wabeti say 2000 na wabetu aka no ti de bia na uni problem ehia say obekse say osie sika akoto tractor utie sika kwa kotowe embre no du se wo ba bedua eno an se wakọ farmer center or service center ombema obibia ema wo de abedi udwuma ewo wufu so nti we kokokue ni amendwene se wo kwa koto tractor mahama so ba region bia district bia na ebenya bibia obekọ na nyoma nyina wo ho okwa na wakotro wudin nti na hia se munyina be form eye cooperative nti munyina mo ton tomatoes a na mo ye 20 a mo betuma akọ na ama mo date this month ye beba munyina mo fuom na aban na the tractor na ba na ama mo eye seedlings na ama mo fertilizer nti mu wia so bia de ka 2000 na de ato mo twa tomatoes no mo twa koko no mo wia na ma betua saka no sa na aban se opeso ye obibi e fe no agro eye de processing centers mucha eduabari nyina wia mo nsa enkonkran nti mu ye cooperative na mo ye dipa 2300 na mo mahya mo ebia ye ton cashew ye de ton ginger ye bese bottle bia ye ton 3000 Ghana because mu nyina maba together no aban ye be din so obeka se monte so mo bete so kora bia 5 cities na mu nyina maton na matete musika na obia korenim nti agro processing so mo so ta na tin tomatoes ye be no Ghana eno so beboa ema tomatoes ye kra no esu betwa nti mahama said we nyina omo buy come policy no ho omo se abaso a ende oba actual SSC ye wie na se otwen so be university a enkwara mo ba be wia tertiary institution bia university polytechnic nursing training first year no afia de nim no obi antua school fees afia etoa so no na obetua akopem se obekọ because afina etoa so no eno na obeji loan in John Mahama say opese obadura university abra afia ede nim no ontua eye school fees bia toma no one professor na no poku adwuma no so awedra e wo school nsemu John Dramani Mahama ne NDC for the 24-hour economy no obi enim 3 shift obia ebetuma fanipa o light bill beti ebekọ form if you say ebema special eye incentive aban ebeto light bills se ebetuma fanipa dodo sebio osape alone a ewo form a ebi o tailor ni a obetuma akọ women's bank your bar out yesim stress akọji loan no abebie mu fanipa dodo nipa bebri ebenye adwuma ye wonso wadwuma no betuma trem sebio enyo hye oban ne se oba obia do wakoma pem na waba be join ne na waboa ne ya say ye pagya oman no John Mahama so oba eye enkwara omo GSS SS omo nyina no eye free diaper ye be mo sebia akora bu ni nsa obetumi enya diaper free e de ama ne ho ate ompewe na opeka ya motium me ba de aka no me de beto ato aso mo hu dwuma dia John Mahama ene NDC for so mpeso mo ye ende okoport John Mahama so ba omo rate na omo de ba na omo beboa e ma nyoma be yi no ne bo no bekọ form jo e ma sebio eye omo mo so ame no omo nso ebeba aba akọfa nyoma abeyi no eye asompem we ene nyawa bebre na John Mahama ne NDC for some beye sebio yenim de oma ye pen yenim dan omo si schools omo si hospitals omo si kotokraba kejetia eye oba eye techiman omo market omo nyawa bebre oma ye omo so meye bia ka ho na no poku adwuma penyini a sebio ne nida form a obra wabọ no ompese politics no ene be sei eye record owo nti ono so de adwunepa odo ene ne nyansa owo beboa John Mahama e ma na toa so project a omo nwie omo so omo betoa so ekwan ne nyoma eye MPP aban we entuma anye omo so boba sebio Ghana no na de da John Mahama ne Professor Nana Opoku Adjuma akoma so pa ne se omo eba galamsey no omo be make sure say omo sia no yempam MPP omo ya kronfo ye wifo eye the National Pigs Party omo nim nyansa eye krono sikadie ene de nipakum ene omo nim afi eye enwotwe ene ne nkofo we atena Ghana sika sama sei Ghana dwumadi asei ene nkofo nye dwuma anye yensu asei ye sika asei ye bibia asei eye krono ene widie ene ekoso mama yenka ehumbom eye Tuesday yempie ne support eye demonstration no na Electoral Commissioner MPP person use omo edi wi abanim no ye betumi abro mase na Ghana abato ekoto no ye nyina yetumi ato ama John Dramani Mahama and Professor Nana Opoku Adjuma. Remember, we have to reset this nation. You and I, we need to bring John Mahama and Nana back to power. Cheers, good night, God bless you, see you tomorrow.
for the Asamoah.